8-mile-an-hour winds blowing out towards the monster. Shit! Yeah! Fuck! Let's go!
The Section 10 Patreon has everything that Red Sox fans need. For the first time ever, we're letting you guys in the scoop shop.
That's a great point, Jared. You gotta get in the Discord. We're in there every game for the live game chat. Also, we got AMAs. Each week, one of us is in there. Ask us anything. We need questions that are crazy, because this team drives us crazy.
And don't miss Down on the Farm, our bi-weekly Red Sox podcast covering all the prospects in the system. It's me, it's Coley Mick. We're touching from everything from Franklin Arias to Anthony Einson. You're not gonna wanna miss it. You can get all of our content at patreon.com/section10podcast. Don't miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Section 10 podcast. Here are your hosts, Jared Carabas, Coley Mick, Steve Peralt, and Tyler Milliken.
What's up? Welcome back to the Section 10 podcast, episode 645, presented by Kalshi. It is the home of your 68 and 59 second wild card spot, Boston Red Sox. My name is Jared Carabas, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Coley Mick, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Tyler Milliken, and he killed his dog Bullet, and you can't teach that. Bada boom. Realest guys in the room. Steve, how you doing?
Ooh, what up, Section 10 in the building?
In the mother fucking building. Brewed by Blue Moon.
Someone.
Produced by Jose Bouquet.
Woo! Woo!
He just fried your ass, bro.
I hot snacked. You know what that is?
No.
You know what a hot snack is?
Mm-mm.
You like eat something and then you like throw it back up like a few minutes later.
Oh, it's always rough.
So it's like
snacks?
You puked in your
and
mouth.
then it's like it has like stomach acid in it. So I just had a stomach acid Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah. It is crazy when you think about the stuff that you eat. It's just then sitting in there. It's just like in there. And then if it comes back up, it's like, dog, I'm down here, just so you know. Like, it didn't just disappear.
Yeah, no, it's down there.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then it came up here, and then I had to swallow it again. Like, I had it again.
Yeah.
You know, Tate.
Was it as good the second time as it was the first time?
No, it's hot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a hot snack. You know what I mean? Like, no one will like, oh, babe, go get the Reese's peanut butter cups, put them in the microwave. Like, who does? No one does that.
I'm pretty anti any cold food or cold texture outside of ice cream. Like if you give me like lunch meat, like back when I was a kid, I would just start puking immediately the minute it touched my mouth.
You can't do like roast beef?
No, like it gives me like chills down my spine.
Oh.
Oof.
I was at Waterwiz one time and I puked all near the wave pool. It was not a good scene.
You threw up in the wave pool?
Well, I was approaching it and I started spewing, so I started running away.
Okay.
But like I started running and then I realized it just made me feel worse. So I just started puking where I was.
Yeah.
Section 10 night is at Fenway Park on September 8th. RedSox.com/Section 10 to get your tickets for Section 10 night. Are we doing House of Blues before? Is that a thing?
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
We are.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Yeah, House of Blues. For a little like pre-party type shit, type. Yeah, it'll be fun. I think we'll have a merch table there. Probably my mom and sister on the ones and twos slinging that merch out there type shit. Patreon.com/Section 10 podcast for all your bonus content. Clean 40 this week. T, you doing an AMA? I heard. Are you the next AMA guy?
Yes, tomorrow, noon o'clock, aka
I'll miss
noon.
it.
I will
You do
be
not want to miss it.
Listen, I'm going to open my heart up to the people. Ask me anything. It's in the title.
Literally fucking anything. Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize, like, I really am willing to be open about any subject or topic. So please reach out and we can talk
Nobody
about it.
realizes
A lot of people
that,
don't realize that. Yeah.
No. Underrated part of me.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got a clean 40 tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Clean. Can I come?
Yeah, it's me, you, and Mikey.
What time?
Noon. I thought we talked about this, right?
Maybe. I don't know, dude.
Okay.
My brain's fried, brother.
No, that's fair. Busy day for the boys. And I'm speaking to you three.
day.
You guys been doing stuff. Yeah.
We've been doing stuff all
we had
day,
it today.
but
Jose and I today. That was fun.
I was there at the end.
Jared was there for 2 minutes. But yeah, it's...
It was like 5.
I'm not saying that as a negative. I obviously can't talk like that. I'm more saying you were doing radio, so I wasn't going to send that over.
Yeah. You and Jose did Ted 8. Was not the finish that we wanted.
No.
I honestly thought that they were going to pull it out.
I did too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those games where I was just like, I feel like the D-backs, they don't... Like, the D-backs have bad vibes going on because of the Ketel Marte stuff. So I was like, this feels like a game that they are not going to go on to win, especially on the road.
I'm not going to lie. There were a couple innings there because when did Mickey tie it? Was it the 6th? It was the 6th inning. He hits the 3-run bomb. The 7th inning happens. The 8th inning happens. In my brain, the home run was so cool that I thought they were ahead. I kind of forgot that only tied the game for a little bit there. And I'm like, oh, right, they're going to have to score more in order to be granted a win. And then they only scored 1 run on a Wilson ground ball. And you just got to boo him there. So I think the fans had it right.
Can't not.
Yeah.
I completely blacked out after Nick Sogard's new career milestone at the start of the game, that solo home run. But I think this third game, it was really where you saw the loss of Whitlock and Slayton bleed through.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know that this was like the gold standard game. Yes, they're missing them, but I don't know that you hold this up as the example. Why? Like Moran
I don't think you have
the 10th.
I don't think he's the one pitching in that spot. I think that's the difference. And I think with Giovanni Moran at this point in time, it's been pretty clear since he came back from the elbow situation that he's running he's running on fumes. He's out of gas. And beyond that, if you just look at the innings total from last year, he's well beyond that at this point in time. And it's not surprising to see him kind of tiring out. It's why I wanted Eric Miller so badly. And unfortunate part is you now need Eric Miller in the 7th and 8th inning to get by.
So you're kicking Giovanni Moran off the team. That's what you're saying.
It's an uncomfortable spot with him because he doesn't have any options. And it feels like he's probably the guy who should get options. So are they going to make a tough decision and maybe demote him? I don't know.
Well, I saw him the other night, last night, walking out.
I didn't know you guys were boys.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm boys with anyone on the team right now.
I don't know. If I were the Red Sox, like Tyler Semeniego, would you rather give that a shot at this point in time? Maybe.
Point in time.
It's just hard.
Yeah, I don't know that that's where we start. The Red Sox won the series. Mickey Gasper hit a home run in every single game. Yeah, Mickey Gasper. People are calling it the Gasper series, and it's just unfortunate that they weren't able to pull off the sweep because I think we would have looked back on that and be like, hey, remember that time that the Red Sox swept the D-backs and Mickey Gasper hit a home run in every single game when he hadn't homered for the Red Sox ever prior to that, and didn't even have a hit for the Red Sox last year. Never mind a home run. Didn't they just followed around his fucking family for weeks? The Nesson cameras were focused on the Gaspers, and to no avail did they get to see the McMahon trademark that, by the way, to be able to get that first hit at Fenway. But lo and behold, he had himself quite the series, and I'm sure that that'll be reflected later on in the program. However, on Kalshi, you're trading against peers on a live market, meaning that there's no house, and as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, you can download the Kalshi app and use the promo code SECTION10 to get $10 when you trade 10. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade on anything, and I hope that the people that were very mean to us at the beginning of the year hold that same energy now that there's Kalshi all over the fucking Fenway. Literally, Guerrero was out there chucking hondos, and it's just like, Kalshi, Red Sox, Kalshi, Red Sox.
You can't miss it. And if you're at AMB, it's literally all over Fenway.
Yeah.
So
never wrong, just early. That's all. That's all. This series was very interesting for us because we were there for the first two games. And maybe it's on us. Maybe it's our fault that we didn't go to the last game, and that maybe that's why they lost. T, is this the first time in your life that you've ever been to back-to-back games before?
1,000%.
Wow.
There was never another moment in my entire life where I even pondered the thought of it.
You feel gassed from going to back-to-back?
No, I thought both nights were like fun, peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, it kind of fueled me more than anything. And it was like fun Red Sox games where they ended up just blowing the opponent out by the end of the night, seeing Adley do his thing, the Gasper moments. Fun 2 nights of Red Sox baseball.
It's, I mean, pretty impressive if we're being honest. The Section 10 boys brought 20 runs and 29 hits to Fenway Park and a couple of wins. What was the run differential? 15 in those first 2 games. They were undefeated in regulation in this series, so that obviously matters. I think you get an extra point for that in the standings. So, no, it was just fun. I mean, shout out to our guy, PTE, for winning the auction and coming with the fellas to the game. Had a blast with him and his brother. And I don't know when we're going to get to it. You know, the controversy of the century. Controversy of the century. I don't know what everyone at home was looking at, but that ball hit the foul pole, and I'm glad they're not counting it as a home run. But Brian Bayo gave up a 3-run homer, and they just didn't look at it and didn't count it. So it definitely helps the bullpen Bayo ERA, which I got no complaints about.
Shove that wire up your ass. I don't care what Nesson showed you. That's AI footage. We saw it. I would have bet my mom's life on it. I'm telling you right now. I don't give a fuck what the TV showed you. It's fake and it's not real. And now I question what I've ever seen on Nesson. I maybe have never watched a real inning of Red Sox baseball because clearly we don't know what's happening at the ballpark compared to what's being shown on TV.
Again, were those drone shots really happening in this series? I don't know. Were we all seeing stuff at home and at AMB? It's a pretty fair case to make. And couldn't be more convinced that the ball hit the foul pole, and everybody at home fully disagrees with us. So that's where we're at.
It's fine. I mean, I'm not one of those people where if I fuck up, I'm going to be like, oh, like, let me delete the tweet.
I deleted it immediately. Mine was out for 1 minute. Oh, absolutely.
I left
mine up.
I know. Credit to you guys. You left it up. But I was like, oh, I'm 100% wrong. Yeah, let's delete that. 100%.
That's a quick, just mute the conversation. You guys can yell into the void. I don't give a fuck. I know what I saw.
You're letting the Matrix win, Steve. You're letting them win.
Yeah.
It's not, again, if I am definitively wrong by the letter of the law, which I'm still not 100% sure
But you're not.
I know, but like seeing the footage, it made me pull the tweet. But now I am thinking, I'm thinking along those lines of they altered the footage immediately and put it on the broadcast.
I didn't even want to look at the footage. I didn't care because I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Yeah.
I need you to believe in your eyes. I need you to believe in the things that are happening in front of you.
Yeah.
And not even just us, right? It was our section. The entire section was like, why are they not challenging this?
Yeah.
Like, which is a cool experience, by the way. I always love when you can just start bonding with people you just don't even know and you start looking at it. You saw that, right? Yeah, I saw that. Did you see that, buddy? Yeah, I saw it. Everyone had the same reaction. It's like they hit the foul pole. So.
The entire section was like losing it as Bayo got back on the mound. It was getting right. We're like, throw the pitch as fast as you can. Everybody was reacting the same way. That's it.
Yeah.
That's how sure we were.
The one tough part, spike it. So
it didn't go. It didn't go doing. Like we didn't get any doing.
It was a gooch.
Yeah, it was more like a gooch. Yeah. So when you hear gooch, you're like, I don't think a foul pole makes a gooch.
No. Yeah, but I mean, I saw what I saw, and ultimately that was the most pivotal point of the game. Like if that's a 3-run home run, that changes everything. Red Sox go on to beat that ass. It was belt to ass from that point forward. 11-1 on Monday. I mean, like, by the way, Tyler saw the vision with Nick Sogard, man. You know?
Whoa.
Yeah, like he was early on Sogie. And I'm not even saying that he's where he needs to be right now, because he's not. The ceiling is the roof. And I think that we're getting there. We're kind of seeing what it is that T saw in 2024.
Yes.
Yeah, 2024. Yeah. I think he's going to become one of those guys that people are like, give me Sogie.
I've never seen someone, and it's like, yes, that dirt dog Boston mentality, but just a ball player. Like he is never going to wow you simply just based on like his skill set on its own, but he does everything just really well.
Give me like a Red Sox throwback comp. And don't be cliche with it. He's like Dustin Pedroia.
No,
like he's just
no,
a ball
no,
player, man.
that's,
Like
that's so dumb.
Yeah,
like,
don't do
I
that.
hate that one. I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Joe
think
Fry.
of one.
Nick Green.
Maybe.
Eric Sogard.
Yeah, like that
Yeah.
is kind of the idea, though. And I keep saying, like, if he came up in 2010, he would be a starting second baseman for 5 to 6 years, just like Eric Sogard was for, like a smaller market. And we would never think twice about it because he just plays a really good second base. He's going to go up there and give you a professional at bat. How much he's walking this year is kind of the game changer to his profile right now. And I think those are all things.
What's the comp then?
Tony Graffinino.
Oh, T-Graph. That's
He
my
could
guy.
really hit.
I got a Tony Graffinino jersey somewhere.
Hmm.
Yeah, 05 Sox. One and done.
Didn't he have a tough error in that series
Yes,
against the
in
Sox?
Chicago. Yeah. Right through the wickets, the 5-hole.
It did.
Yep. He went 5-hole in that one. And it sucks because he was outstanding that year. I'm trying to think, like, who is the perfect Nick Sogard comparison? Will people be like, yup, that's who it was?
I don't know. I don't think
Who was
anyone
like
spent
the
this much time on this
utility?
ever.
Nah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was like the utility infielder for the 2011 Sox? That was pre-Punto.
Hmm.
That is closer, but like when you go
So,
back
I'm
and look at
thinking
Nick
Punto?
Punto, it
But like
doesn't
Minnesota
look as great.
Punto, not
yeah,
Red Sox.
like that is the
Yeah.
kind of vibe where it's just like
I like
you look at him and you just think he's a ball player.
It's what he is. I didn't know he didn't have a
2006
dinger.
Punto.
I'm not going to lie. I was actually very surprised by that.
Yeah.
Today was a sneaky big day in the story of Nick Sogard, who over the last 3 seasons,
Sneaky
he
big.
played 31 games in 24, 30 in 25. Today was game 32 for 2026, so setting a career high in games in a season. And he leads it off, homer on a guy who hadn't given up a run since July 23rd? Tone setter. And just the defense before that with Peyton Tully on the mound, a beautiful double play. And he had a lot of other big swings in the series too.
So I'll say this, T. I feel like there are some players on the team that hold our takes against us for when they actually sucked. I feel like that's a thing. I think Sogard would come on because you've been so consistent with your praise. I bet you Sogie would do it.
I would hope so. I thought we had a little bit of a nice moment when we threw out the first pitch and we shook hands like that. He just seems like a classy guy, and like he was seen as like the mayor of Worcester because he had been down there so much the last couple of years, but he was kind of the guy everyone really respected down there. Just seems like a very stand-up dude. And I think Chad Tracy like empowers that a little bit.
There's an outfielder growing up that I loved that AP used to call hit it to the wrong guy, and it was Darren Lewis. Lewis.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like was Sogie at this point, obviously in the infield. There's a ball to him, and he had that double play, that game 2 we're at. Nice little flippy do. When you do that little side flip, and then you get someone like Mona, whoever it's short, that does like the bang, one clap, zip over to first. Those to me are
Bang,
kind of the
bang.
sexiest double plays you're ever going to have. So Sogie, dude, very smooth in the field at every position, really. I mean, we've seen him only at third and second at this point. I don't know how much
You
short
know what
he's
I've been
played,
saying, Steve?
but he's been smooth. Yeah.
He's just a ball player.
Yeah.
You know?
He's like the Darren Lewis of the infield.
Yeah. Like when I
basically.
see Nick Sogard, I'm like, ball player. Coley?
That's it.
Coley?
No, that you have been saying that a lot, and I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're finally saying it on here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It is
Blood.
you know, it's a take I've been sitting on because I wasn't sure if the public was ready for it, but now that everyone is like kind of
Everyone's caught up.
jacking my style, yeah, I'm like, all right, yeah, I guess we can talk about it. T,
I think I have the answer.
to what?
I think who he reminds me of.
Oh, okay.
Joe
Wait.
Panic. I'm sorry.
Joe
You weren't
Panic?
going to guess Joe Panic.
I mean, I would have asked for a fucking hint. Like, I love guessing games, and you know that. You know that, T.
I remember Joe
You
Panic
know that.
coming in. I
You
do know
I
that.
love. Yeah, I love to guess.
I remember him hitting 300, obviously, those first 2 years, but obviously he was much closer to a league average or worse bat, but finished his career 264, 328, 372, 700 OPS, 91 OPS plus. Was never going to run into like a lot of homers or anything like that, but was just a winning ball player who did all the little things right. And I think on teams like that, like Alex Cora called him a championship caliber utility infielder. And I think that is the perfect way to describe him. I'm not telling you I want Nick Sogard starting every single day out there, but I never think twice when I see him on the field. I believe he's going to do the right thing. And as we saw even in the wild card round last year, like can be a spark plug with the hustle and what he's willing to do out there. And I love that shit.
Yeah, he's like Joe Panic.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of like a Darren
Same
Lewis
height.
of the infield.
Like, yeah, he's like a Darren Lewis, Joe Panic, like
Graffinino.
Nick Punto,
A
Tony
Punto.
Graffinino.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh, no.
We're going to spend an hour doing
I was thinking
Sogie
about
calls.
like Jonathan Herrera, like
Nah, not good enough.
Not enough.
good
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Let me
Sogie's
take
better,
a step
man.
back.
Yeah.
Give me
Yeah.
Sogie.
Yeah, I like
I think we all got
Maybe-
panic on the brain.
Joe
Yeah,
Panic.
yeah,
That's
JP.
where we're gonna land.
Yeah.
Eric Sogard is the comp. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the bloodline, the cousins.
They're cousins.
We're thinking panic.
Yeah.
You know who else I was thinking is Marco Scudero a little bit.
NLCS MVP.
Yeah. Right?
I was
Like
thinking
someone T that if you just gave him a shot to play every day, you'd be like, fuck, this dude can ball. Like he's a winning ball player. Like he can do it if you just give him a chance. And we'll see.
There is going to be a victim to the success of Nick Sogard, unfortunately.
Why does everything have to be negative with you?
I know.
I was
You
actually
always
going
know
to
what's around the
compliment this
corner.
guy.
Right.
I was going to compliment Anthony Siegler, who was more excited for Nick Sogard's homer than anybody in the dugout. And that's why I am awarding this to Anthony Siegler, and I don't care what the Red Sox
Awarding
say.
what?
What's getting what?
Awarding
I'm
what?
awarding Anthony Siegler the 2021 Jose Iglesias Award. So I don't care if they
2021?
demote you. Yes. I don't care if they demote you, Anthony, Tony.
What?
Stay in that dugout.
What's going on?
You don't need to touch the field.
Why
you are
is he-
going to be the cheerleader of the team, the aura man. Fuck any demotion to Worcester. Just don't show up. Refuse to
I feel
leave the
like
dugout.
I gave this take a month ago.
Mhm.
But why would he win the 2021 award, not the 2026 award?
It's
He's
the
saying the role
2021
from
Jose
21.
Iglesias.
Yeah, but like it sounds like you're awarding.
Basically,
him
it's the
award in
2026
2020,
2021 Jose Iglesias Award is essentially.
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
mean.
That's what
That's
he was
it.
Yeah.
trying to say, but it just came out stupid.
I think I was
Mhm.
spitting.
The 2621 JI.
Yeah.
The JI, dude, he won the fucking JI, the 21 JI
Mhm.
in 26. Yeah.
I can see before like an upcoming game here, maybe Friday, where the PA guy is like, and now before the game, we announce the winner of the 26-21 JI Award. And he
Yeah.
walks out. It's just the statue of Iglesias in the dugout. I'm
Mhm.
down.
He deserves it, man.
That surprised me how much of a clubhouse guy he was. I really didn't know that about Iglesias. I honestly
Oh,
didn't. And then
God.
every
Yeah,
dude
what?
was like, this is maybe the best clubhouse guy ever.
I felt like that was the start, like of the whole
Right?
Mets,
And then the
like,
Mets stuff.
thing, like,
Yeah.
People
I
just forget
believe it
his
was.
part in 21. They just because
I
he
don't
couldn't play in
think that
October.
was his reputation until 2021.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Correct.
Because I was like, I don't have a history of Iglesias being this like cheer everybody up, big time
Yeah.
clubhouse guy. Because
I
Siegler is
think
like that. It's a good comp.
Like when he was first coming up with the Red Sox, he was the heir to the throne at shortstop, and then it didn't become that. Then he ended up getting traded for Jake Peavy, who I'm facing tonight at St. Peter's Field in Cambridge at 7 p.m. Come on down. And I think maybe where did he go after Detroit?
Angels?
Aren't there a couple
No.
stints?
I
the
don't know.
Rockies in there
Cincinnati.
Was it the Reds?
Cincinnati?
Yep, and then Baltimore.
Baltimore.
The Angels in 21 was where he was
Ah,
before the
okay.
Sox.
Yeah.
Wasn't he with
Either
the
way,
Rockies at some point? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, 22, and he had like a really good year there.
he did, and everyone wanted him back in 22. Regardless, I don't believe that was his reputation until 2021, and I think that was him being like, I am kind of clinging to the majors, so like if I can't perform, then I need to be a great teammate. Anyways, I don't know why we're talking about Jose Iglesias right now.
356 in 2021. Jose Iglesias.
Damn.
Him and Hansel Robles put you on their fucking back.
Mm-hmm.
Never forget that.
Never forget.
Schwarby too.
Dude, 337 for that Mets season when he's got the Oh My God song. That was in 85 games.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Big time batting average guy, Jose Iglesias. Jared?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking of complementary players, Eli White. I mean, people, when the Red Sox traded for Eli White, there were a lot of people being like, well, why? Like, isn't this whole thing is that the Red Sox have too many outfielders and now Roman's coming back? Like, why trade for Eli White? And it's obviously a very small sample. But he plays outstanding defense, as we've seen in that small sample. And B, when there's a lefty on the mound, I feel like that's the guy that's got to be in there. Am I wrong? Am I wrong about that?
I think if you're asking offensively, so if there's a world where Roman's back in this lineup,
no, if there's a lefty on the mound, I need his defense out there. I'm being sarcastic to you. Like, of course.
I'm
it's
sorry.
offensively.
I'm being too serious. I want Jahmai Jones facing any lefties as the platoon partner, but I'm happy to throw Eli White out there anytime any of the outfielders need a breather. He's also, I think, going to play like the Quentin Berry, aka Braden Ward role that we all envisioned, probably for them in the playoffs.
Great. I'm excited.
So if you face, the way I would do it is if you face a lefty, it's Roman in left field, Jahmai Jones at DH. And if it's a righty, you're probably putting Duran in left field and moving Roman to DH.
Which I don't mind. I mean, I think obviously Duran has his haters and he's brought a lot of that upon himself. And between whatever, on-field performance, off-field antics, whatever.
Everything.
Everything. But defensively, that you can't deny that he's been very good defensively. And when Roman comes back, I think the Masataka Yoshida injury makes it quite simple to configure what the lineup is going to look like depending on who's on the bump that day.
I'd be shocked if Moss is able to fight his way into any conversation.
There's no
they're
way.
saying they're hoping for the
dead,
playoffs.
basically.
Yeah, it's a significant strain. They're hoping for the playoffs. And at that point in time, to throw him out there or even throw him on the bench, you're not going to want a guy who's absolutely cold, just sitting on the bench,
put it this way,
for a pinch hitting opportunity.
If they are seriously entertaining Masataka Yoshida coming to DH in the playoffs after a month and a half of being down without seeing live pitching, that means something horrible went wrong with Roman Anthony.
Yeah.
That's the only way. Like, in my mind, we'll see you next year, Masa, because he's not going to come back in the regular season. And if it is something that they are entertaining for the postseason, it's also kind of a good thing because I'm assuming you've advanced at least a round if you're having the Masataka Yoshida conversation. But yeah, that would also mean that Roman Anthony has just turned into a complete dud this year, or he got re-injured or something like that.
You're also going to be dealing with Curtis Mead, hopefully, at that point in time. But it's going to be another guy who is trying to, at the end of the year, figure it out. And that's where Duran might end up getting the boot.
DH.
Yeah. It'll either be Monasterio, Sogard platooning at second with Mead at DH. And that's probably what they will end up doing because he's not going to have played the field in, 2 months or whatever it may be. For a guy who's not very comfortable out there, that seems like a pretty scary recipe for a team that is very pitching and defense dependent. And Chad Tracy made it clear, Monasterio's getting at bats, man. They're going to find a way to get him opportunity.
Yeah. Summer has a very specific taste to me. Hot dog at Fenway, maybe a bag of chips, an ice cold Blue Moon. Preferably while the Red Sox are winning so I don't have to spend 3 hours screaming about the bullpen with Tyler Milliken, which I'm sure we're going to do. We're going to do that anyway. Blue Moon is legitimately my go-to summer beer when it's 90 degrees out. You've been sweating your ass off all day. That bright citrus taste just hits. Ice cold orange slice in there. Beautiful. That's summer. That's living. That's a far better experience than listening to Coley talk about the Mookie Betts trade again. And you've got options. Classic Blue Moon Belgian white with Valencia orange peel. Blue Moon mango wheat. If you want to get a little tropical with it, and Blue Moon Light, only 95 calories, which is perfect if you're trying to keep things light while Steve Peralt eats his 14th hot dog of the afternoon.
14.
So brighten up your summer with Blue Moon. Get Blue Moon Light delivered by visiting get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared for delivery options. That is get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared. Blue Moon, made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Suck one. Folks, rally caps, lucky socks, never stepping on the damn foul line. Baseball is full of superstitions that we hope give us an edge. But let's be honest, most of it's just luck. That's how I used to feel about hair growth products until I found Nutrafol. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand and the official hair growth partner of Major League Baseball. The team, also known as the league, that the Red Sox are in. What is it?
Major League Baseball.
Kids on fire. Nutrafol's hair growth supplements are physician formulated, clinically tested, and NSF certified for sport. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Nutrafol has formulas for men at every stage. You got Nutrafol Men for dudes 18 to 49 to help grow that thicker, that fuller hair. You got Nutrafol Men 50 plus. It is designed specifically for men over the age of 50. Adding Nutrafol to your daily routine, listen up, it's super easy. Order online, no prescription needed, automated deliveries, and free shipping. Yup, keeps you on track every single time. Plus, with a Nutrafol subscription, you can save up to 20%, that's a good chunk of percent, and get added perks to support your hair health journey. Find out why Nutrafol is the only hair growth supplement brand trusted by Major League Baseball. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you visit Nutrafol.com. You got to enter that promo code SECTION10. That's Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com. Promo code SECTION10. Now back to the 10.
Actually, you know what? All right, the Red Sox won the series. We'll do the fucking game breakdown and stuff, but I feel like all the outside stuff is far more interesting to talk about right now. Trevor Story, 2 hits tonight?
Yeah.
2 hits tonight, and he had a sound bite that kind of, I don't want to say contradicted. I mean, because I think Chad Tracy spoke afterwards, and I think Chad Tracy contradicted what Trevor Story probably thought was going to go down, and it sounded along the lines of Trevor Story saying, I just need to get my legs under me and yada, yada, get in baseball shape. It sounded more like he was thinking, if I feel good, then I'm just going to rejoin the team. It was never about how many hits or, like range. It was just like, do I feel good? And then if the answer is yes, then I will rejoin the team. But Chad Tracy seemed pretty non-committal to Trevor Story rejoining immediately. I would love to know what conversations are being held behind closed doors, because if Story looks good defensively and he's hitting it a little bit, like, okay, like, I'm fine with moving Monasterio over to second base. That's not a bat that I'm willing to just be like, all right, dude, thanks for being a huge part of the reason why the offense isn't ass anymore, but we're going to have Trevor Story come back. And I love Trevor Story. I'm rooting for Trevor Story, but we've had this conversation so many times about how he takes a little while to get going. And the Red Sox only have as many games left as it usually takes him to get going when he's healthy, never mind coming back from a surgery. So I don't know what they're thinking in terms of like, what is the plan? How much, because I feel like the amount of games that are left is the appropriate length of what the leash should be for Story, and that would be deemed fair, like 35-ish game, like a little over a month. And then if it's not working, then it's like you would pivot somewhere else. But you're not going to give a guy 35 games, and if the answer is no, then be like, all right, Monasterio, we just sat you on the fucking bench for a month. Go be our playoff shortstop. Like, you can't do that. Like, there has to be some sort of plan that we don't know about.
The way Tracy framed it was like Trevor Story's playing shortstop, which was different because we had read, through some of his quotes where he was saying, maybe he could mix in somewhere else. He'd get reps there. Chad Tracy was very definitive that he's a shortstop. That's how we're going to kind of handle him. And yeah, it did seem like he wasn't as firm on Friday being the day where Trevor Story was going to return. But I think for them, look at how they've treated Adley, where Adley's been getting a breather every single series. They probably view it the same way for Story, where, hey, we'll bring you in, you'll play 2 games, and maybe the third one, we have Andrew Monasterio flip right back over to shortstop, and he can get that day there. We're not depending on him every single day. But I don't want them to make the same mistake they did with Romy and Adley. And listen, we can have the conversation. Romy at that time, they were very desperate. I understand that. Clearly being rushed really impacted him. For Adley, we saw that 1-for-17 stretch before the last couple of days. It impacted him. He said he didn't get his swing right until the series finale in Pittsburgh. And like with Trevor's story, who was so feel-based, it feels like a slippery slope, but he swung the bat well through 3 games. You have 20 days to have that guy on that rehab assignment, but I think when it comes to Trevor's story, we're probably going to see him the latest Monday. That would be my guess.
Feels like that.
But like, is that like a
scary? Very scary.
Yeah, but let's say he comes back Monday. He's in the lineup Monday. Is it a day off Tuesday?
I'd bet Wednesday. I bet he gets 2 days in a row.
Okay.
They'll manage him, keep his legs fresh.
Yeah, that would make sense. Wednesday into an off day, and then the series in New York. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Roman's going to become a big one. And it seems like they're even more cautious on the Roman front. But then you see what he did in that first game. He did not play today. That was planned. But man, it looks like the Roman we fell in love with. And, going to the opposite field, 108 exit velocity, hardest opposite field ball he hit all year. And he talked about I lost that when I was playing and watching how they've played. And just thinking about what I was doing, I realized I had to get back there. And between that and the baseball he hit out of the fucking ballpark, come on, man.
I'm trying not to overdo it here, but that Roman swing, we were all at Fenway when that happened. It's a weird feeling, by the way, when you see such an important swing in the Red Sox organization, you're at the game and the swing didn't happen there. I'm like, this is bizarre right now. But I know we've already talked about it, but we need to talk about it more. There was not enough attention put on this rehab stint and the importance of it and the value of it. That swing by Roman is one of the more important ones by a Red Sox player in a while. I get it's in Portland. I understand it's AA. I get all that. But if he's looking anything like the Roman Anthony we know, I'd love to see the stats, and maybe you have it, T, but their leadoff spot compared to other teams, it can't be great for the Red Sox.
29th in OPS.
29th. I knew it was somewhere low. I didn't know it was second worst in baseball, but inserting that guy into that position, you can't overstate how valuable that's going to be. And he looks like himself, minus just the fact that he hits home runs, and we're used to seeing that. He doesn't look any different. And he's already talking like a veteran. I don't think we talk enough about how he's 22 years old. He's still a kid. He's so young. And yet we kind of paired him with Marcelo. And I got to say, and I'm going to say this multiple times in this program, I'm a little disappointed with some of the people in the comments. I really am. Put that quote card out today of him just talking about his friggin' buddy getting traded that he was best friends with. 90% of the comments are like, suck it up, pal. Figure it out. It's he can't talk about this guy that made a huge impact on him and his baseball journey to this point. And I thought he handled it. But that's the thing. I thought
he's not just a teammate. It's his fucking best friend.
It's a real life thing. The guy can't talk about his best friend. And I don't think he was even all in his feelings or anything like that. I think he was very professional about it while understandably being a friend and being like, yeah, my buddy's getting a new start. I'm happy about that. I'm talking with him, obviously, and I'm sad about it. So I just, for what you can accomplish in one day in a rehab stint, Roman did it all. And if that doesn't have you excited about what that could mean, then you just kind of suck, honestly. And you just hope things go poorly. You're that doom and gloom fan.
People do suck. I mean, yeah, I think because we've been talking about Roman for so long, and because he got called up last year and he performed in the WBC, and in people's minds, they just don't look at him like he's a 22-year-old kid. I couldn't imagine being 22 with the responsibilities that he has and the life experience that he's already attained. Couldn't imagine. And to do that essentially, on your own, his family's down in Florida. His best friend just got traded to the Giants, and the Red Sox sent his ass down to Florida. So he was probably just down there by himself. I don't know. But either way, I think that he's handled it with professionalism, like Steve said, and class. And as someone who just very recently stopped trying to clap back at people, he has a lot to clap back about. A lot. Like,
and he's never done it even anywhere.
Never even really hinted at it.
Nothing.
Like
not even like liking posts that are like, talking about him. None of that.
Like Wilson Contreras is 12 years older than Roman Anthony. And it was telling people to come fight him at Fenway 2 months ago. And Roman,
and maybe today
was doing that. And, you've got Roman Anthony that fans are writing fucking fan fiction about, and the team is coming at him about what his injury is or is not. And like, I'm sure that the answer lies somewhere between on why were you in Florida? Why did the team send you down there? I'm sure that there's part of his answer, part of the team's reasoning, and the answer is somewhere in between. But there has been a lot that if I were him, I would be fucking screaming on social media to be like, this is what the deal is, dude. Here's what my injury is. No, there's no beef with Meyer. Yes, I'm in a lot of pain. No, I'm not an alcoholic. Like, I would just be like, what is going on? Like, let me fucking clear the air. And he hasn't done it. He's just been waiting in the shadows for 3.5 months to come back and let his play on the field do all the talking. And in your first game back, you fucking go, 2 for 2 with a walk, a bomb, and a single?
Walks.
2 walks. Like, hello. Tip of the cap to Roman Anthony. I don't know how he has the restraint to be able to just carry on and do his thing, but that's what he's been doing.
It's like people have fused the Marcelo Meyer and Roman Anthony thing into one person.
Yeah.
Where things people talked about with Marcelo Meyer, which were off the field questions about work ethic and maybe just how much he was willing to give it all to the game. Roman Anthony is the opposite. Roman Anthony has been viewed as a baseball obsessed junkie rat in the way that you talk about Dustin Pedroia or whoever it may be. We go back to the camp story stuff where they're talking about him just pestering every veteran with question after question after question. That's who Roman Anthony has always been. Look at the dude. Look at how he takes care of his body. Look at the way he looks. Look at the way Marcelo Meyer looked. This is a guy who is just very different in how he approached the game. But because of a couple videos that were on Instagram and sports radio over the last 3 or 4 months where, listen, people like to play the narrative game. That's what they do. It was an easy narrative to hit over and over and over again. And that's it. That's what ends up being what's out there in public. And like I said about that Reddit story, it didn't matter if it was real or fake. It was obviously fake. Once something like that blows up on the internet, 15 years from now, 10 years from now, people will bring it up like it's fact or be like, remember that? Remember when that happened? And that's just, it's the shitty part of social media and all that. But I've never for a second questioned Roman Anthony's attitude or approach to baseball.
We really are in just a very, very strange time to exist right now. I feel like we'll look back on it being like, wow, that was a murky territory there. And I'm not going to act like it's going to get better in the years to come. I feel like it's only going to get worse when things are a little bit harder to decipher if it's real or not. But yeah, till you hit on it, I think they meshed them into one being. Because Marcelo was on the field, they almost just like, oh yeah, you're acting like your boy, who's in Florida right now.
Exactly.
It's like these are completely different dudes, and let's be honest, have completely different ceilings in baseball and what they can be. So to just now tie it to the guy that you see out there that's bobbling the ball in Colorado and maybe being a little too cool and seeming like things aren't getting to him, just because he's not cursing himself out and like throwing his glove doesn't mean Marcelo wasn't pissed that he was sucking. Like you don't need to be outwardly flipping out to prove to the fans that you're wearing it as much as the fans are wearing it. So I don't know. All that stuff kind of annoyed me. At the same time, it's not like we've been the biggest like Roman apologists. Like obviously the whole situation was weird, to say the least, and trying to get to the bottom of what was actually happening. I will say every season, there's always stuff that we just don't know and we'll never know. And yet we give opinions like we know all the stuff that's going on behind closed doors, and we just don't. So this situation is one that I'm just glad we're past, or at least like we're at the point where we can talk about baseball with Roman.
I don't think we're past it. Like when he gets back here, I'm sure he's going to get asked more questions by the Boston media, but
yeah, but I guess I'm just glad we can talk about baseball and him on the field, because it's been a long time since that's been the case.
He hit a home run.
Hold on, let Coley say something. It's been 45 minutes.
Yeah,
sorry.
He hit a home run in Portland. Like he's done that before. it doesn't matter. Like, it matters in the sense that, like, it's good that he can hold a bat again and his wrist doesn't hurt. That's where it matters.
Yeah.
He hasn't answered any questions. Like, he hasn't proven anyone wrong yet. That comes when he comes back. Like, and I'm not saying he can't and won't do that. I'm saying he hasn't done anything yet.
He hasn't answered performance questions, you mean?
Right. Yeah, he's hit one home run in the major leagues this year.
Yes.
We didn't get to see him pull a homer once in the big leagues this year. So to see him finally do that again.
He hasn't started a game and hit a home run.
Yeah, no, that's exactly that that weird Houston at bat. But like, we're 4 months removed from all the biggest names on Team USA gushing about Roman Anthony publicly. Aaron Judge jumping up at his home runs, looking like he just saw one of the future faces of baseball. Like, don't forget who you're talking about. Don't forget the caliber of player that Roman Anthony is. Don't forget how many people thought he was going to get MVP votes. And it didn't work out the first month. He got hurt. It sucked. It is what it is. And he wasn't playing good baseball. I promise you that will not be Roman Anthony moving forward. This is a guy who's going to be a face of this franchise for a very long time.
And one of the most important things coming up here, we have 36 games left, something like that, in that range. A lot of these, I hate to say it, will be similar to the ones prior and similar to the ones after, where it's like, all right, we're 2 games behind the Yankees, we're 3 games behind, we're 1 game behind. I think the standings aren't going to change that much. The point of everything the rest of this season, who in this lineup can we trust to get a big swing in October? That's really it. And this is a guy
Roman's
think
one
can.
of those guys, yeah.
He's one of those dudes where it's like, oh, if he's up in a big moment, he's not going to be like, oh, I'm scared of hitting a homer in New York. He went to like the 5th deck and flipped the bat and was totally cool with it. So obviously we mentioned the WBC stuff. Like, I do get a little worried with the lineup and seeing like, okay, this guy's had a great stretch here, you know, in July through August. What can insert player here? You know, you look at Mona, you look at some of these dudes, Durbin, who the hell knows how they're going to react in October when it's a huge at bat and there's multiple guys on and you need to have a big swing. I think Roman's going to be able to do it. So like Cole, you're not wrong. It's more just, I guess I agree more than I disagree. Like, it's just good to see him swinging the bat with the speed he has and able to do that. I'm not going to like overreact to a AA homer, but yeah, if he can then do that for the Sox, like, forget about it. That's huge.
I'd much rather he hit the home run in AA than not hit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we were talking like he was about to accept the MVP award when he came back. And there was a little bit, a tinge of gaslighting the listeners, like he wasn't out every night in Boston, stapled to Marcelo. Like, that was part of it. I can't remember.
I just don't think it was to that level. I think there were 3 or 4 clips that got out there and people ran wild with it, and it was easy fodder to go after again and again.
Right. Jerry.
Okay. You had me in the first half, T. It wasn't like it was, people saw 4 clips of them out, and that's the only times that they were out. T, bless your heart. They were out almost every night.
You're talking to the person who posted the fucking biggest clip that went viral. I was the first person who put it on social media. Was I not?
No. The bean shooter guy was the guy that
on
posted.
Instagram, and no one had seen it. Not a single soul.
I mean, it would have caught.
It had like 100 likes on Instagram.
This is completely irrelevant to the point that I'm making here. They weren't just out 4 times. Maybe there was 4 videos, but like, you know, I have friends in the service industry. They were out all the time, but there's nothing wrong.
Wrong with it.
That
no,
like if they're not at fucking Royale every night, like getting fucking hammered and get up on stage. It's fine if you go out to dinner and have like a glass of wine, like whatever. Like that's
Those
normal.
Were multiple of the clips that people were fucking bitching about.
Yes, but to say that there was only 4 videos, they only went out 4 times. Like that's not true. Like
how many videos did we get of them in a club or doing something wild? We had Marcelo and Roman with the chicks last year, right?
Yeah, but
we had
who cares?
Romy, Marcelo,
we're not
all of them walking around.
We're not saying the same thing, T. Like I think the people that were getting on, like they were mixing up the two, right? Like the videos that were out there, like the Marathon Monday video of Roman being like, I'm hammered.
That's the
like,
one bad
That's
one,
the
in my
one
opinion.
video where it was like, all right, he's overindulging. And then they took that one video and applied it to, you know, Boston's a small city. So it's like, yeah, Roman's out every single night. And it's like, oh, so he looks like that every single night? That was what it became. But that's not it. And I'll add this because Roman Roman gets how the media landscape works around here. And there would be times where like he was hurt and he would go out and other people would be overindulging and he'd be like, I don't think that would be a good look for me. Like he'd have a drink or two or something, but he's not partying while hurt because he understands the optics. So people kind of took one video that made the rounds and applied that to, oh, he's out every night, so he must be acting like that every night. And it's just not the case.
That's exactly what I was trying to say or convey. So if it didn't come off that way, it is what it is. I'll say right here, the reason that the Roman Anthony video that went viral after Marathon Monday, his brother was in town and he was out spending some time with him. He was with family. That's what it was. That's what that entire situation was with that video.
It doesn't matter.
The reason
why it doesn't matter. Like if
what you just said is exactly what I was trying to convey. It was not some massive drinking, partying thing going on in the city.
But the point is, Tyler,
it was bad optics. And I said that at the time.
No. The point is, he, as a 22-year-old with $150 million, does not need a permission slip to get hammered. Like, if it's one time, like, this is baseball, brother. Like, Babe Ruth was fucking shit-faced every day. They would go on the trains and get shit-faced on the trains and go to the next city. Like, alcohol and baseball go hand in hand. Like, that's just what it is. So, I just think that there's a difference between, there's a video of him partying and he's a partier, because he's not. Like, he's not a party guy.
There's also a difference between being out and seen when you're raking and being out and seen when you're hurt.
Absolutely.
And not contributing, which is not his fault by any means. I'm not saying it is, but those go into the optics as well. No one ever saw Napoli with his shirt off and they were like, this fucking guy doesn't get it. He just doesn't get this town at all. That's not how it works.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh no, he just put one into the fucking trees, 450 dead center off Justin Verlander. You smoke that cigarette, dude. You take that shirt off and rip that fireball shot. Like, you're the man, dude. So yeah, it's the tolerance for your partying is right along with your OPS. So,
even partying is too strong of a word. Just your tolerance for being seen.
Yeah. Yep. And Boston is a small city. Like, you can't blend in here. You can't. New York City, I mean, depending on how bright your star burns, I'm sure that there are guys in the Yankees that could go to a bar right now and no one have a fucking idea. But yeah, I mean, like, it's not like Jeter could do that. But it depends on
Matt Harvey couldn't do it. Doesn't even have to be the Yankees.
Yeah. Yep. Anyways, all that to say, it's not necessarily the level of competition that you get excited about. I think it's the exit velocity. I think it's the swing. I think it's the body language. I think it's how his body responds the next day. Is he in pain? Is he good to go? We'll find out tomorrow if he's playing. If he's playing tomorrow, it's like, okay, like knock on wood. Hopefully we're past this thing and we can just ramp up to where, I was talking to Maz about the traject machine. Like, I think as baseball fans, we are conditioned to expect players to take longer. Like, the longer you've been out, the longer you're going to need on a rehab stint. But if he's down there in Fort Myers, they have the traject machine. And so he's facing whatever pitchers that he wants. It's not replicating the same competition in terms of like adrenaline or anything like that. But as far as stuff and being able to see it and react to it and barrel it and square it up, like it's about as close to reality as you can get. So as long as he was able to swing a bat, his timing, like, that's why he can come in there and day one hit a ball to the fucking moon, 108 miles per hour off the bat, is because he's been kind of seeing major league pitching for however long he's been swinging a bat, which is what, 2 weeks, T? How long has he been swinging?
Yeah, just right around there.
Okay. So if he's down there or up there in Portland for another week, and then he's like, hey, like, why am I wasting bullets down here? Like, get me to the fucking big club. Does anyone here have a problem with that? I don't.
No. It was a pain tolerance thing. Like,
It's pain
there
tolerance.
There is some inconsistency on that as well, where they've talked about him dealing with some soreness and just trying to monitor that and be careful. That's part of the reason why he got the day off today. It's gone from he was not going to swing a bat until there was no pain whatsoever. Now it seems like there is somewhat of a managing of the situation. And we know early on that's how they viewed the injury. So just curious to see how it plays out over time.
Sure.
Today, it was pre-planned that he would see a hand specialist today.
Yes.
So yeah, he flew in Monday, play Tuesday, see a hand specialist Wednesday, and that was the plan before he even put on the Sea Dogs uniform.
Yeah,
So-
it was Chad Tracy in that where he said, we want to be careful. If he's feeling some soreness, give him some room, back off a little bit. We want to leave room for that. So that tells me like there is a version of dealing with this and working through this and continuing to play. And that's fine. If he's out there swinging the bat like that, it's time to go. This is when you do it. I'm just very curious because it is different messaging over time.
I think a huge factor of this as well, and you see it with this roster right now. Wilson's a great example. There's a lot of dudes that their bodies are just all banged up and they are wearing it. When you get to the third week of August, you're like, dude, please fast forward to late September. Like none of these guys, I think, really want to play these games this next month. This is probably the part of your contract that you feel like you have to earn the most. So Roman's body, the rest of it really being free of pain and soreness and wear and tear, I think is a huge part of this. So if he can't have the pain tolerance, if he can swing at the speed he normally does and not have more injuries pop up, because we know it's not just the hand thing we're worried about. We don't want the same issue that knocked him out last year to come up again. Then it's a huge addition. But obviously you got to check the right boxes and you don't want him to get rushed back. But if you have someone in Adley that finds his stride now, and then who knows with Meade with the updates there, you're now looking at one of the better lineups in a still weak American League. And then it almost becomes a pitching concern where it's like, all right, where's our depth there versus maybe
what
the
can
lineup
Ranger
depth?
give you? Obviously, Crochet has now publicly said, I'm giving you 2 innings max if I ever come back. I keep forgetting that Curtis Meade is on the team.
Same.
I know T has been hyping up the return potentially of Tanner Houck. What is that going to look like? He hasn't pitched since May of last year?
Big step though. He's hitting 93. He faced live hitters for the first time and they're expecting him to play some kind of role. Now they aren't ruling it out as a starter or as a reliever, but I think we are going to see Tanner Houck pitch an important inning or two.
I don't need
on
him
the stretch
starting.
here.
I need him out of the bullpen. Also, just curious before I continue my thought, are there updates on Whitlock and Slayton?
Yes, both of them had MRIs, which initially nobody thought they were going to have them, but they both came back. Nothing structural was wrong, just inflammation.
Okay. So, but yeah, to the point that Steve was making, I think once we start talking Roman Anthony and him rejoining this team, and a couple of points here, I personally, day one, you're leading off for me. If you're back and you're not experiencing pain, you're my leadoff hitter. There's only one team in Major League Baseball this season that has a worse OPS than the Boston Red Sox out of the leadoff spot, and that's the Cincinnati Reds. So if Roman is healthy and you can give me ABs, I just believe in him to be able to resume being the leadoff hitter for the Boston Red Sox. And B, I kind of just want him to get as many reps as he can. If you're going to be able to get into a groove, then be the guy that gets the most plate appearances every single night. So that's part of that. But the question of what should the expectations be of the Red Sox if and when they get Roman Anthony back and he's your leadoff hitter and he's anything close to what he was last year, what then becomes the expectation of this team? My answer to that question is it largely depends on those two guys that we just fucking talked about. When is Justin Slayton and Garrett Whitlock coming back? And what does it look like when they come back? Because if they're good, and I don't expect them to be 100% at this point with, how much wear and tear that they've experienced this season. But if those two guys are at 70%, 70-ish%, there's no justifiable reason that you can tell me right now that the Red Sox can't be the team that represents the American League in the World Series this year. I think a lot of it hangs in the balance of those two motherfuckers.
I worry about Whitlock. He's been so good since the start of last year. We forget how bad it was when they were trying him as a starter and he would get broken every single year. Yeah. He's just been so automatic since then where it was just like, he's back. He's the pre-starter Whitlock is back. So even him at 70%, I would be nervous. I would take him over the guys we have, obviously, but I would be nervous every time out.
I'm with you. I remember going through that in 2021 when it was like the multiple inning reliever guy, and then what was it, the pec injury?
Yeah, it was like September 15th, and he came back like the last weekend or whatever it was.
In the best years that we remember of Garrett Whitlock's career, it always seems that when it's like gut check time, where it's like, oh, well, I hope Garrett Whitlock doesn't fall to pieces. Like there's always that pump the brakes because he's dealing with X, Y, and Z. So if he needs an extra week, like if it ends up being an extended IL stint, but it leads to him being able to perform better, so be it, because fortunately, the 32-5 run has afforded the Boston Red Sox quite the cushion to be able to at least fend off the pack of 5 teams that are vying for the third wild card spot. But that being said, yeah, I want the top wild card spot. Yeah, I want to host those games, but you're out of your mind if you think that the team that's in the home dugout at Fenway Park isn't looking at the standings being like, all right, yeah, it's probably going to be the Yankees. And whether it's home or away, we like our chances. Like I have to believe that Red Sox team feels good about their chances against the New York Yankees in a best of 3, whether it's at their house or at AMB. And they're already thinking about it. So.
Oh, yeah. You can't really be thinking about anything else right now. Like you look at the standings, that series is just yelling at everybody right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get ready.
It's also like what you've become at Fenway Park. Like I know today, obviously, they had the chance to get over 500 and have that entire moment. They're a game back underneath.
This was their first loss to a team with a winning record since before the fucking streak.
They were 12-25 at home. To be 31-32 is insane at this point in time.
Yeah,
and they're going to finish the year with an above 500 record at home.
I messed the tweet up. I thought they hadn't been 500 at home since like April, but they had it for one day when Peyton Tolley had that great start on Friday, and then they lost the series against the A's. Like, okay, so they had it for 24 hours, but outside of that, then they got back there, and now what? They're back to 1 under 500 at home. So
exactly.
Yeah, but they had been 19-0 against teams with a winning record since that first game against the Yankees of the 4
I was
games.
still confused by that one because they did lose to a over 500 Nationals team on July 1st. But either way, I mean, that team was like 1 game over 500. And the point might be that it's over 500 now. You know what I mean? It's 19-0 against teams that right now are over set, but that's a little misleading.
Which I always hate. I hate that. What were they?
Yeah, the point is when you played them.
They shifted the first place stat because when you look back and we played the Yankees at that point in time and the Rays, they were both first place teams when you played them. So like to take them out of your first place wins in a row streak never made sense either. It's like, no, you have to incorporate both. They were in first place when you played them.
Yeah.
I feel like there's times in like an NFL schedule too, Coley, where like they'll say,
That's exactly
they're this over win it. Yeah, of course. The McMahon, big NFL, obviously. But no, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, yeah, they beat that team when they were 7-0. It's always like the Texans that would start like 7-0, and then the Pats would beat them, and then they'd finish like 10-9 or something, or whatever. 10-6 would be their last their ending record, where they go like 500 the rest of the way. The point is, I want to know how you're doing against the team when they're good. Don't give me like their record later when they then fall under 500. It's like, no, you played a role in them falling under 500. Like, give them credit for that. But either way,
I wasn't being sarcastic. That is exactly where my mind went. Like that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being goofy dudes. Okay.
They did it with the Patriots last year and the playoff run. And I was just like, all of these teams, because it was like they kept saying like what was their record of teams against teams above 500. And it was like they beat a bunch of teams. The reason those teams are below 500 is because the Patriots beat them. That was the whole point.
Give them the credit for putting them under. I care more about that than like, oh no, they're under now, so we're not counting that as like a win over 500. Like,
it's insane.
Bizarre.
We agree.
Yeah. But long way of saying that basically since, dude, I think it was since like the finals were still going on. I think it was like June 10th. If you take out that one Nationals game, again, the Nats were 1 game over 500. The Sox basically hadn't lost to a winning team since June 10th. I think until today. Like you're talking about over 2 months at that point. I think that was the day of game 4 of that series where they have the ridiculous, basically buzzer beater tip-in. But yeah, that was when I saw that stat, I couldn't really believe it. But yeah, it's another reason why you look at this team and think, okay, well, I checked the stats. I think you're going to be playing over 500 teams in the playoffs because even the team that's the 6th seed that might be under 500, they're going to be playing a team that's over 500. So I don't know. You just got to get there and then hopefully you can feel good about it. And there's enough examples now, more than last year, that you're better built to win now in the playoffs and not just make the playoffs.
You don't got it.
See,
I wasn't ready. I'll be honest. I wasn't ready.
we knew you were.
All right, get me from
Never
the top
are.
here. Can you
Literally
run it
never
back?
It's coming up.
I'm ready.
What are you putting your finger up for?
I'm
You
ready.
can
I'm
just
ready.
go.
I'm ready. I have bookmark them.
No one else is going to talk right now.
Love that home cooking. Wilson, 30 bombs. Booking. Bayo, ass whooping.
Oh.
Fenway, Adley's home. Durbin slide, it set the tone. Gasper, homer prone. A series of haikus by Tyler Milken.
I thought he was going to start game 3 for a second. I'm like, all right, they lost, but sure.
No.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That was good.
Ass whooping was good. Yeah, I like that.
We're cooking.
Yeah. How hard is it to write Taikus when you're at Fenway?
Extremely stressful. Just like running my entire account is extremely stressful.
It's not
And, you know,
really
I'll
built for
address
being
this.
at Fenway.
Yeah, address it. Address it, T.
Because Jared held me accountable, and I appreciate him doing that while I was sitting there because I'm trying to be personable. I'm talking, we're interacting, we're watching the game.
Yapping,
Definitely tweeted
yapping,
a frame.
yapping.
Oh, this
the
guy does
whole
not
fucking
shut
game.
the fuck
Oh
up.
my god!
I am personable. I want to chat.
There's a
Nah,
difference
you are,
between personable and doing a whole
You don't
pod during the
shut
game,
fuck
T.
up,
I would check out for
Yeah.
a second. I'd tune back in. He's still
Like, he's
yapping.
still talking.
Oh. Anyway, T.
Me and Eamon have a special connection. And Eamon likes to hear me talk. And we
Is
were
that
with the
true?
fan. I don't
Did you
know,
confirm
actually.
with him if he's enjoying it?
Shout out PTE, who we were talking ball the whole game on Monday night. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yes, my apology that I am very sorry about. There was definitely a Franklin Primera homer yesterday that I tweeted out as a Franklin Arias homer. I read it very quickly. I swear it said Arias, much like the ball hit the foul pole.
Yep.
And it definitely wasn't. And people were sure to let me know within a minute.
Yep.
That I was an idiot. And shout out Franklin Primera, the guy's balling out, but it was not Franklin Arias that
I don't
time.
know, man. Yeah, it's that's just dangerous, T. You know, we were sitting out in the wild, dicking balls out to the wind on Monday, and we had people coming up to the section being like, "Love you, T. Love your Twitter." Like that guy probably thinks that Franklin Arias hit a home run last night because of you.
Yeah.
Listen, at least it's not off brand. And hey, I'm not perfect, but name a great man who was.
I feel like you say that every day now.
I do. It's a great way to just make yourself feel better about being human and making mistakes.
Yeah, I guess, but
Nobody's perfect.
you said that.
Hey, it's not easy. The at Fenway running the social stuff. I'm being dead serious. Like it's not
Yeah, it's
an
tough.
easy thing to do. And then if you're gonna talk to people, which obviously I love doing, you love doing it too. We all love doing it. Talking to listeners of the show. It's a great thing. I love picking their brain and all that. It can be a little tricky when the game's going on. It can be a little tricky where you're trying to keep up with what's happening. You're trying to get posts up. The fucking
That's my
Fenway
guys.
upload speeds suck.
Yes.
It doesn't piss me off at all. So you're trying to do that on 3 apps. It can get a little annoying. I get it.
These are my guys right now. Like we'll be at the game like Tuesday night. We were up in the suite with the Kalshi guys.
Shout out Kalsh.
And shout out Kalsh. And the game is going on around us. And I feel like sometimes when we're together, people will be like, "Oh, like screenagers," like I remember like there was this one time, where did we go? Why were we there? Oh, it was when we interviewed Blaze, Meyer, and Roman when we went to Portland. And there's this dude for a year that just tweeted at us being like, fake fans, like they went to the game and they weren't even paying attention. It's like, we gotta get our tweets off, brother. Like my guys are out here grinding. They like Steve's out here fucking cap cutting his balls off, and T's tweeting stats and videos are going up and graphics. Yeah, he's doing BID social. Like this is how we eat.
Mikey's been getting mad videos. We're getting a lot of videos, man. It's then you got to delete them because they take up a lot of space in your phone. There's a lot of layers to it for sure. But
yeah, it's a grind. But my guys be out here doing the damn thing. Did we confirm? Are we doing the Bronx?
Yes. Yep.
Yes, sir.
It's just not like we don't have like booked yet, but yeah,
we didn't book it, but like we've verbally
we're doing
agreed
it.
to.
We're doing it. Yeah. How was Hubs, by the way? Update.
I was about to say, we said on BID, we're like, Hubs, we're setting it up right now as we speak. We're going to be in New York with you.
I put everyone in a group text immediately. I was a man of my word. I said, let's get the ball rolling here.
It's my hero.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll look into like the hotel situation because I do want to stay like near my old place. I do want to do that. T, you want to stay at the same hotel as me or no?
I'm down. All I know, I've never been to New York. All I know is Lower Manhattan from Steve. That's it. That's my only knowledge.
You've never been to New York?
Nope, not once.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. I thought it was just Yankee Stadium. I didn't know you'd never been to New York.
Never been to New York?
Hell no. Definitely not.
Oh, this is going to be crazy.
Wow.
It's a different planet, dude.
Yeah.
I think I'll fit in. I think I should be rocking. No?
No.
You think people are going to like beat me in the streets? Like I'm just going to stand out?
No. You'll be good.
No. Not when you're with the king in New York, baby. That's what they called me when I was there.
Oh, they kept saying
You're Jay-Z?
Yeah.
I kind of do feel like I'm going to land in New York City and someone's going to like call me and be like, Jay-Z wants to talk. Like, I don't know why I feel that deep down. Like there's a chance it could happen.
It's been so long since I've been there that I genuinely think I'm going to be like very happy to be back, which sounds crazy.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. I did that solo trip. Obviously, it was for like one day. I had a blast. I was like, this is great. Don't stop. I know you're going to say, but
I feel like, it's different. It's different for you.
What was your favorite part, Steve?
You're there for different circumstances.
Yeah.
No, it was just, it's a different vibe down there. Obviously, you guys know I'm nocturnal. I'm up all the time. The city that never sleeps, they nailed it with that phrase. It's so true. It's just constant.
Sleeps.
People, go fuck yourself. Like the taxi guys are yelling out, go fuck yourself at all hours. You could get that at 3 a.m. just as much at 3 p.m. So the pizza places, even the good pizza places, stay open late. That's the difference there. That's it. Prince Street Pizza is open till like 3 a.m. That's crazy.
Think about how many people. There's 8 million people in like a small condensed space. Like obviously there's going to be business.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a really small town, it's like, I'll close my little mom and pop pizza shop at 11 p.m. But I'm in New York City. Like there's millions of people within a 1 mile radius.
It's true.
Yeah.
Got to get you to Prince Street, T.
I'm down.
The fuck?
I'll be anywhere.
What?
What's wrong?
Been there?
You never had Prince Street Pizza when you were there?
Nah.
Okay.
What was your place, Jared? You said you had
honestly,
a place.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, to be honest with you. I just know where it is. It's like it was 2 blocks from my apartment. Like I knew how to get there. I just walked.
John's at Bleecker is really good. Joe's is really good.
Yeah.
No free ads, but they do have a Joe's by Fenway now, and it's delicious.
I want to chop cheese the Aki way.
That would be funny if we brought T to that. We just would go.
That would be a banger.
You're like, hey, yo, like, Jesus.
I'm putting the seasoning on it. I'm behind it with them. Come
He
on.
walks into a Dwayne Reed and does that.
They're like, get the fuck out, sir.
Yeah.
This is not where you think it is. Dude goes back to the pharmacy. Like, what are you doing,
Dog.
Oh,
Nah, I hear you barking, big dog.
Big facts.
it's quite a place, but yeah, we got to go.
We're going.
We are going. One thing I wanted to mention, because we're talking about Fenway and the ball yard and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to pinpoint exactly when Maria Menounos became a big deal
Dude.
on this show. I'm having a little bit of a hard time pinpointing the moment that we had because I'm walking by trying to find the seats for game 2 and find you guys. And here comes the pizza. And it's Jemai, with the Pizza Steve name from way back when. And he goes, dog, what's up with the Menounos thing? Like, what's going on there? And I'm like, we just love Menounos. Like we always would say, we would always say Menounos. Like we would just say your name. Yeah. It would always be like Menounos. Like, because then Stefanos came into play. But it was always like, no, Menounos. So then she throws out the first pitch before game 1. And it was just a huge deal. I was so excited. Like Jared was like, there's someone on the field that's a big deal. And I thought he was doing his Jared thing where he's just like making something up. But I was like, oh no, this is a huge deal that Menounos is here.
Yeah.
You've done goofies before where I'm like, are you being serious in it?
I don't do that.
You were dead serious though. I thought you were joking. You were dead serious. Get the video of Menounos. We're all saying Menounos. Wally comes over. Great moment. And I realized when we posted it, I'm like, wait, there's a ton of people that have no idea why we're saying Menounos.
I think it goes back to maybe 2017.
It was 2017. I look back in our tweets. We started tweeting about her in 2017.
That's crazy. Yeah, it goes back to 2017. I remember Brian from SoxSignatures.com. He got me the Maria Menounos autograph for Christmas. And then I gifted it to Steve during my move. Where is it, Steve?
Trying to find it. Give me a second.
Yeah, he's going to find it. Yeah, he's going to find it.
I thought for sure it happened in 18.
I think so. She was supposed to come into the office to do a stream with us for the ring ceremony in 2019. And I think she rescheduled and then it was just a hard cancel.
Permanent rescheduling.
Yeah. Like she still owes us the reschedule. I want to say, like, without knowing for certain, I think it started because we were having a conversation about how, like the Red Sox, like celebrity fans sucked. And then we landed on Menounos and we were like, yeah, well, like Menounos is the best. Cause I think that's where it started, was like, she was the Red Sox representative for like the celebrity softball game.
I'll find it eventually. I don't know where it's in here somewhere. Yeah, she was a Sox representative in that game. And then you get the signed photo of that and all. But she was a big Sox fan and like still is, huge supporter and all that. And a big supporter of the Jimmy Fund and everything. Yeah. But it was funny because we had a promo out there in 2019 where I think we just spent an entire segment being like, how do we get Menounos on the show? Like, we got to get Menounos on here. I feel like for a Red Sox show, there were two people that we spent a good amount of time trying to get on. One, not as much as the other, but that had nothing to do with the Red Sox. The other one was Devin Booker, which was, I think, got pretty close from what you had mentioned, Jerry. Like, there was actually a connection where we almost had him on in the Sogo days. But I guess in 2019, we were just trying to get people on the show that didn't, play for the team or have those kind of connections. But I will say, now I'm just more convinced than ever that we have to get her on, because this has been 10 seasons really of trying to get Maria Menounos on the podcast. And shout out to somebody had reached out and said they're close with her husband and can maybe line it up that way. I'm like, well, that's a pretty good connection. You sleep with that person. So like, I feel like you could be able to maybe talk to them.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Steve. Didn't she respond to one of your tweets before?
She did. It was one of the best days of my life. She said, I put it on a shirt.
You did?
I did. Yeah. I put the tweet on a shirt. I was way younger then.
This was at least 5 years ago.
It had to be at least a couple months ago. Like, forget about it. Let me see. I tossed it a retweet.
You tossed it a retweet like recently?
Yeah, well, on Menounos night, I was like, it's just a little throwback of like, here we go, Menounos. Where the hell is this? This has to be in here.
Oh, the new Twitter. You have to like go to retweets.
Yeah, it stinks.
Right. What is that? Come on, man.
I don't like it. Like you.
It should be part of the
January 31st, 2020. She said dead.
There we go. Dead. But hey, there's an emoji in there. So it's like
you said that she was going to be the Red Sox manager.
This was January of 2020. As you would imagine, pretty dead time in the baseball calendar, and we're trying to figure out who the next manager of the Boston Red Sox is going to be because Cora had that 1 year suspension coming up. This was pre-Renicky, right? Before we knew Renicky, this was pre-Renicky or Malarkey.
Mookie was still on the team.
Exactly. Yeah. Jeez. Wow. Yeah. And so I did my whole positives and negatives for all the candidates I was coming up with. We had Wally in here, Maria Menounos. I had her as the second Red Sox managerial candidate. And said positives, us being able to yell Menounos at all the games. She's pitched at Fenway before. We'd have the best looking manager, which obviously means a lot. The negatives were not even close to having managerial experience, has a bizarre laugh that might annoy the players. That's it. She's basically a perfect fit was the third negative I had. And she replied dead with one of those tongue out emojis, which is so like, that's when you know she's like, yo, I might love this guy. Like this tweet's great. This guy is great. That's what I took from that.
You responded and said, come on the Section 10 pod. And you know who else advocated? Joey Gundy, the Gundy Award winner of the year. Joey Gundy.
Of course.
Yep.
Someone replied, does Garen know about this? So that's how far back this was. So it has definitely been a minute. But shout out Menounos. We still want to get you on the pod, and I'm not giving up at this point. Just got to be on here.
I think
I love you.
And this is me professing my love.
And I love you, Maria.
You're just the best, Maria Menounos.
They've
been together for a while, her and the husband.
Yeah, they're probably over it.
Yeah, they've been together for a while, so like, come on, mix it up.
Enough is enough.
Golly, what are you going to be married forever? Like, dude, what is this shit?
I have, with my career, I've kind of become jaded to celebrity status. And I saw her come out of the dugout and I was like blown away. I was like, I couldn't speak. I couldn't, dude, you know how much Steve obviously knows how much like I love WWE. I saw Jey Uso come out of the dugout and I was just like, what's up, Us? Like just start chatting. I never met him before. Like we're just talking. I'm showing him pictures and videos on my phone. Like it was nothing. Maria Menounos walks up the dugout steps and I was like, like, I was just like, you just don't expect Menounos to come out of the Sox dugout like that.
No,
you know what I mean?
No. Yeah, you're expecting Brenly, anybody to pop out there. And shout out to Brenly while we're doing shout outs, because this is from him. I got the Brenly collection.
Yeah, the Brenly collection.
Oh, it's incredible. Great batch of stuff.
Shout out Nicole too, by the way, up in the
of course.
Shout her out.
Give her a big shout out. Shout out Pam. Shout out John. Shout out Ruth. Shout out Darren. Yeah, shout out Allie. Yep. Trixie. We got to get her a baseball Tavern shirt, by the way. Shout out Nicole, too, by the way. Yeah. PJ.
Right, yeah.
Did we give a shout out to PJ and Livy for getting engaged?
I think we did. Yeah.
Just shout out PJ and Livy for getting engaged. Yeah. That's got to be like, the third or fourth Section 10 wedding?
Shout out Nicole.
Shout out Nicole, too, by the way. Yeah. Because,
I thought you guys were going to forget for a second.
No, God, no. I mean, if you're not last, you're first.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out Nicole. But yeah, man. It's you already know.
Let's put that on a shirt. If you're not last, you're first. Like what?
Gotta be.
You gotta be.
Yeah. Or else you're gonna be.
I would have used that phrase a lot of my life.
Be, dude.
Not last, I'm first.
Where
Come on now.
else are you gonna be? Red Sox win 9-4.
Yeah.
T, what'd you like from Suarez, man?
He reached the sixth inning for the first time since coming off the IL. That's an accomplishment. Obviously, the grand slam, not so much. In this start, a lot more of the four-seamer, less of the cutter and sinker. Doubled his slider usage on the year. But outside of that, I think it's more of the same for Ranger, where, not the most electric or best version of him that we've seen. Credit to him for settling down after the grand slam. It felt like for a second things were going to get kind of out of whack, but 1, 2, 3 inning in the fourth. The fifth, he had that nice pickoff move to get Corbin Carroll. And then in the sixth, it was a double and a strikeout. So a very fine, mediocre outing. The velocity was up, so not down. Also hit 90 pitches for the first time. And we've bitched a lot. What?
The velocity was not up, so it was in fact down.
No, the velocity was
up.
Oh,
no,
no,
it was not down.
Not down, it was up.
Mm-hmm.
The velocity was down 0.7 miles per hour on the four-seamer.
Yeah.
But besides that, getting to the 90 pitch mark, I think we've been talking about that a lot recently and saying, like, is he fully stretched out? That is getting pretty close to that range. And I think it said something that they let him out for the sixth inning like they did.
Yeah, the grand slam was on Steve. Were you there for that, T?
I did. I witnessed the entire thing, but we were avenged later, and it was okay. It all equaled out. The baseball gods were sitting there because I called the Adley homer on the, like, when Steve did it, the next pitch, it was out of the ballpark.
Yeah.
When I said Adley was going to wrap one around the pole, it was that pitch.
Yeah.
So I think the baseball gods worked with us.
Anything but a grand slam here. Crack!
It couldn't have been much worse. Yeah, I think the exact line was like, I hope he doesn't give up a slam right here. And literally the ball is about to come out of his hands. And it was exactly that. It was a grand slam.
Yeah,
worth 4 runs, and I'm taking those. So he ends up with no earned, right? If we're looking at it that way?
Yes.
No,
I'm saying I get the 4 earned. Those are the only earned runs.
Yes.
So I'm taking those. So
you can take them. Yeah.
I'll take those. So he ends up going 5 1/3, 3 hits because then he doesn't give up that hit. Yeah. 4 runs, none of them earned, 2 walks, 3 Ks, and no homers on the start. Yeah, it's just, I mean, Suarez is an interesting one, man. Ranger, I can't put my finger on it because T, like we were talking, he still remains the best fielding pitcher I think I've ever seen. We're now getting into that territory where he had another play there, just picks it, slings it over, whatever, who cares? Like he does it like it's almost a chore, but in a really smooth way.
Stroman was pretty good.
He was actually pretty good. Yeah. And that was my guy there. But yeah, with Ranger, I don't know. It's almost like he's just, this is like getting through the school year and then he's going to treat the playoffs like it's summertime or something. Like, all right, that's when I really have fun. And we just have to kind of check these boxes to get there. And that's kind of his body language too. I'm not even saying this in a bad way, but it's very like, okay, let's get through these starts and continue to get our way, closer to October baseball.
You know what's an interesting aspect to him over the years?
What?
Always a much better first half guy than second half guy. So second half last year, he had a 4.40 ERA and 13 starts. You want to go all the way back to 2024 just for, a different sample size. In the second half that year, in 8 starts, he had a 5.65 ERA. In the first half of both of those years, it was a sub-3. So this is a guy who has dealt with injuries, maybe has struggled to find his footing at certain points in the second half of some of these seasons. But right now it is pretty on brand. Still, like, even if you are, and this is all the way back to 2023 now, 4.57 ERA and 11 starts. First half was a 3.77. So, like, he has a history of not being the same guy in the second half. And since, like, he came off the IL, it's a 5.11 ERA, 3.53 FIP. To me, eye test wise, that feels right. Little unlucky, still not the version of Ranger Suarez we saw the first couple months of the year. And am I really worried? No, I think it's just the same thing. He's gone 6 innings or more in 7 of 22 starts this year. You want more than that. You want a guy who's going to work deeper, and it felt like a step in that direction. He was pounding the zone. It's just don't make that mistake, and the whole line ends up looking a lot better.
Yeah, well.
Fucking horrendous pitch. Sinker down the fucking dick.
Yeah, no, he's also one of those guys that when the postseason starts, it's like, all right, I had a 5.50 ERA in the second half, but I'm going to have a 0.71 in the postseason, so it's whatever.
And that's the Steve thing where it does sometimes feel like a kid who's like, man, it's May, like the school year ends in June. I just got to get there. Like I'm just trying to get to the end. And I think it's a combination of that and kind of finding his footing as well.
Yeah. It is crazy how similar his stats are right now to his career stats. His career ERA is 3.38. He's got a 3.41 this year. A lot of innings totals of like mid 150s in his career. And he's
always short of qualifying.
He's probably going to end up right around there again this season. And I know we're coming in, and that was a big thing when they signed him of like, oh, can he get to 200 innings? Well, not this year. And who knows? Who knows when he does? And then if it's a shortened season next year, you might have to wait till 28 to get a full 200 innings at a Ranger, even if that happens. T.
When we get to the playoffs, he is going to have a massive, massive set of eyes from this entire city on him because you are not going to have Garrett Crochet. This was a guy who was handed a lot of money over the offseason. He is going to make a playoff start for you, and he needs to live up to that legacy because if there was ever a year where you needed it, it's going to be this one. Garrett Crochet is going to give you 2 innings max. That's what he told us. So if Ranger Suarez...
You sound like you're concerned about that.
Extremely. You're not going to have Who was I think
you're saying Crochet.
Yeah, I think for the team as a whole,
Crochet's not
I
gonna
would be
start.
nervous.
Good book.
But not having the guy who is as talented as any starter you have, yeah, that's extremely concerning not to have him for a playoff run. That's the ace.
But then you can't be that worried about Ranger in a playoff start, though. So when you look at it that way, it's like that's actually what he's going to be most ready for versus these next, 5 starts that he has to close out the year.
I think it just puts you in a spot where if Ranger can't be the version of Ranger he's always been in the playoffs, they're going to be in very big trouble.
I guess he's kind of the pitcher version of what the Dodgers are doing year after year right now, where it's just get to the playoffs and that's what matters most. And honestly, and we've already talked about on this show, and we will the next month and a half or whatever, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it is, that it's literally going to be what's that matchup? What is the playoff matchup outside of the catastrophic you missed the playoffs because you fell behind 2 teams in that race somehow? I don't know how that would even happen. But yeah, just get to the playoffs, figure out what your matchup is, and try to line the guys up the best you can. That's the only thing really for the rest of the regular season. It's like, are you hosting the Yankees? Are you going there? And then can you clinch early enough to line up your guys for that series, which they might even have to sacrifice. That could be a realistic thing that happens in that last week in September of like sacrificing hosting versus lining up your rotation. They'd probably lean having the right guy in game 1 and 2. So, and then what's Toley looking like at that point? You know, who knows?
He's getting stronger. I know today was whatever, but I mean, realistically, if you could, all right, I'll ask you guys.
Coley, what?
We were just talking about the playoffs, and it's easier said than done. Should we not be trying to get the third wild card?
It's a fair question. It's a
more
fair
than
question.
The first,
totally
to
fair.
play the Astros?
You could go to Chicago.
whoever the third seed is. Yeah, it could be the White Sox.
But it won't be. I mean, right now it's the Astros. I don't want the Astros.
What's
I
scary
want
about
the Astros. I want them, yes.
You do?
Your path to the ALCS would probably be the Astros and the White Sox if you're the 6th seed.
I
You
fear
walk
both of those
one
teams
guy
much
every
less.
time if you play the Astros, and you're fine.
Yeah.
You should tear up that pitching staff beyond belief.
It's a totally fair, like someone put that in the replies and I was like, you know what? We get so caught up in Red Sox Yankees that I'm like, best case scenario might be losing some games here and falling into that 6th seed.
Counterpoint. Well, all right. Here's my thought process. Let's say you have to play the Yankees at some point, whether it's the wild card division or ALCS. Wouldn't you want them in the shortest series possible so that you don't have to face certain individuals twice in a series?
Probably, but then you weigh it versus do you want that and to head to Tampa, which I'm not super worried about. Like, I don't really know who we've talked about it. Obviously, like, who are you most worried about in this league? I don't think one team pops up over the other.
Tampa.
I guess Tampa. Yeah, I guess Tampa. But you swept them a month ago. So
Who would be 2, Jerry?
Say that again?
Who would be 2?
As in terms of like who I'm worried about? Nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody.
But if you had to put a name on it, it would probably be the Yanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it'd be both
you
of
can
them would
avoid
be in the
all
5
of
seed
them.
path. Yeah.
All right, let's lose some fucking games then, I guess.
Like I said, a lot easier said than done, but it definitely seems preferable.
There is a version of that starts getting scary if you're in that line and then all of a sudden some other team okay, now we're just missing the playoffs. Now we're really playing for
Right, 1,000%. It's not like you can just be like, by the way, we're the 6th or the last seed. We're not the 5.
I would love Tracy to come up with, actually, we're going for the 6. The biggest thing is to not become the 7 seed because that team, doesn't play October baseball. Right. But if we can get that 6, we're feeling good about it. We're going to give Wilson the next month off.
My goal, I don't know, like I'll have to have this conversation with him privately, but my goal is if Chad Tracy returns as the Red Sox manager next year, to somehow come up with the budget to have him on once a week, to just because I feel like the way that Aaron Boone, who I love and respect, the way that Aaron Boone doesn't always lean into Jimmy and Jake's like jokes and stuff, I feel like Chad would. Like if we were just like, dude, what are we thinking about the 6th seed? I feel like he'd be like, you know what? Honestly,
we're working on it.
Not a bad idea, man.
Thoughts on Menounos, Chad?
Yeah, you into Menounos
had
at
a good
all?
view?
Yeah, should do it for you.
I think he'd lean into it. I really do.
I would love to have some sort of arrangement with Chad. Jose, book like a
Done.
all right.
Yeah.
We need like
What
an
is he-
insurance company or something, or
Okay.
like what vertical do we not have covered on the sponsorship front? Automobiles.
Yeah. I mean, that's a
Yeah,
big
we don't
one.
have any. We don't have any automobile. What T?
I don't feel like they want to be involved with me.
This episode of Section 10 is brought to you by Ultra Pouches. You guys know I'm in the gym 6 days a week, right, T?
I thought it was 7.
Nah, I got to take that Sunday off for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a pump that would make Tyler uncomfortable sitting next to me on a podcast. And one thing that I've been paying way more attention to is what I'm actually putting in my body before I get a lift in. That's where Ultra Pouches come in. These are nicotine-free pouches, 0 nicotine, 0 caffeine, designed to give you that smooth energy boost and locked-in focus without reaching for nicotine or another cup of coffee. I love keeping these in my gym bag for when I want that extra push before a workout. And honestly, the pouch experience is great. You pop one in for about 5 minutes before you train, record Section 10, edit a video for Jerry Edits, or attempt to comprehend whatever Tyler is screaming about that day. My favorite flavor is watermelon. I'm a watermelon guy across the board. Like anything, if watermelon is a flavor that's available, I'm taking it. But they've also got cool mint, wintergreen, tropical, blue raz. So upgrade to Ultra Pouches. Ultra is the ultimate guilt-free pouch, delivering instant focus and mental clarity without nicotine or caffeine. And new customers get 15% off at takeultra.com with promo code section10. That's 10. Takeultra.com, promo code section10 for 15% off. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Tell them Section 10 sent you.
Folks, we are once again sponsored by the best ticketing app on the planet. They have all the tickets. You know who it is. We know who it is. It's SeatGeek with over 35 million downloads. That's a ton of downloads. SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. The MLB playoffs, I'm hoping the Red Sox are in there. They're around the corner. Plus, the NFL and NBA seasons aren't too far behind. And with SeatGeek being MLB's official ticket marketplace, your tickets, they are fully guaranteed and instantly fulfilled in your account after purchase. I love SeatGeek. I've always loved SeatGeek. I've been using SeatGeek for ages, dude. For absolute ages. The easiest app to use to get tickets, especially with Major League Baseball. I'm telling you, dude, with the official partnership with Major League Baseball, bang, download the ticket,
Boom.
Bang, it's in the ballpark app, bang. How quick is
Boom.
it, Jerry? Bang.
Bang. Yep.
Yes, that's how quick it is. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots, T. Green means good, red means bad. What does red mean, T?
Bad.
Avoid the red. Good job. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. Used to be, keyword, it used to be a confusing process to find tickets online to a sports or a concerts, but no longer with SeatGeek. And of course, we have a code for you guys. You can use code SECTION for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off any and all the tickets with promo code SECTION. Thank you, SeatGeek.
Thanks, SeatGeek. We appreciate you. Also, thank you to Autopilot. Autopilot is excited to now partner with Section 10. Investing can be complicated. It can be time-consuming, and unless you really know what you're doing, it can be pretty stressful as well. That's where Autopilot comes in. Autopilot is an app that basically lets you find people or strategies that you trust to invest your money and then automatically mirror the trades that they make. They have an entire marketplace of investors and strategies to choose from. If you want AI picking stocks for you, they have different strategies built by AI and finance PhDs. If you'd rather follow a professional, they have former hedge fund traders sharing their picks as well, including people with experience at places like Citadel and BlackRock. The whole point is to make investing a lot less complicated. You choose an investor or a strategy, connect your personal brokerage account like Schwab or Public, allocate however much money you want, and then when your investor makes a trade, your account automatically makes the trade too. And people are already using this at a pretty massive scale. Autopilot has more than $1.8 billion invested and 200,000+ client. So instead of sitting there trying to figure out which stocks to buy and when to buy them, when to sell them, and constantly checking your portfolio, Autopilot is designed to take a lot of that work off your plate. And for those of us who already have enough things to worry about every single day, I can definitely see the appeal in that. So honestly, at this point, why stress over picking your stocks when you can find someone better to do it for you? Find more by searching Autopilot in the App Store. That's Autopilot, AUTOPILOT in the App Store. Back to the 10. You just
you don't
wouldn't do
drive
the
as
read.
much
Yeah,
now.
fine.
How
You're
about a
not on the
helicopter?
Yeah. Huh?
A helicopter?
God, no.
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 Buyhelicopters.com. We haven't really talked to them yet.
Yeah.
We did submarines.
Flyhelicopters.com.
.net, right?
Technically, we did
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, we didn't
Were you
build
in the
shit.
helicopter with me, Coley, when we flew to Boston?
Do you think I got into a helicopter, Jared? Is that the question you just asked me?
No offense, Coley, but I know Dave was looking for
Counterweight?
yes.
Yeah.
He was
No.
looking for I don't know why. I'm pretty sure he asked
How
like
is that no offense?
no offense, but Dave was like, we need to fill a certain amount of weight on the helicopter to be able to fly safely. And I'm pretty sure Big Ev flew to Boston with us.
Who's respectfully much larger than me, so that was a lot more.
Yes.
It just
a
had
lot
nothing
more
to do with the
counterweight.
trip. He was literally just to hold the
Correct.
thing down.
Yeah, he's like, all right, we're gonna go watch the World Series. You wait here. We'll be back.
You didn't even get to go to the game?
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
Dude just stayed on the helipad the whole time. No, stay.
Yeah.
Honestly, you should stay in the copter. Just stay in there.
Yeah, we'll need you for the
Yeah,
way
I think
back.
it was like me fights Dave and like Big Ev. He was just like, we
Just
need
hold
to-
that thing down.
Yeah.
I don't trust
Didn't-
anything that
didn't even
needs to be
feed him.
weighed down on one half of it.
Yeah, no chance.
Wait, so then how did you get to Boston for the World Series?
Train.
Yeah, you're acting like
She
copter's
picked you
the
up.
only way that he could have got there.
I know, but like if the company was offering free copter rides, I don't know. I
Dave
wouldn't
knew I
take
wasn't
it
getting
now.
on a fucking helicopter.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was like before you conquered your fear of flying in general, like airplanes.
On top of that, I wasn't flying at all during that
Yes.
point in time.
Correct.
So a helicopter it's still out of the question. Like just an insane
See,
No
piece of
train
machinery.
guy. Take-
What are the snack and drink options on the helicopter?
Oh, you can bring a gun on there, I think. You can do whatever you want.
You
It's a
can't
helicopter,
eat
you're
because
flying
you'll
private.
gain some weight and fuck up the balance during
Yeah.
during the flight.
If you do it, someone has
Start
to be
trying to
pooping while you eat.
Yeah,
If
I'm
you're
pretty
gonna do
sure
that.
he had Dana Barawi hanging off one of the sides to offset everything. It was quite the experience. I mean, I did not realize the dangers of helicopter flights, so I'm glad that I got to experience it without feeling like I was really in danger. But I'd probably never do it again.
Yeah, that's far for a helicopter.
Well, it wasn't 4 hours. It probably took like less than 2, maybe.
It better be shorter than the fucking train. Otherwise, why would you ever do it?
Right. Yeah, I think it was probably like an hour and change.
It's like the shark thing, though, right?
Huh?
It's like the shark thing.
Just say
where
yes
it's like
and
the
move on.
odds of you like actually perishing are like very low. Martha
I gotta-
flies in them all
I
the
gotta
time
say-
now.
I
Yeah.
gotta say, and I think a lot of people are probably thinking it, and I'm not trying to obviously be sensitive about this. It's a very serious thing.
Uh-huh.
When Kobe died,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something that altered an industry more than Kobe crashing in a helicopter. That had to change so many people's opinions of ever flying in a helicopter, right?
It was Shane McMahon for me, but he survived.
If Kobe got eaten by a shark, I think we'd feel that way about sharks.
I think if he got eaten, he gets eaten by a shark. I don't think a lot
Dude,
of people in LA
I
are going in
was-
the water.
I was
Oliver Tree.
on a plane in the air when Kobe's helicopter went down.
But you're on a plane, you know?
Yeah, but like being in the air when you hear, it was super uncomfortable.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Caleb was the one that broke the news to everyone.
It's the last
It was-
person I'd want telling me about plane
about
crashes.
anything
Seriously.
serious. Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Shane McMahon was in a helicopter crash that left from the same helipad that was near my apartment in New York. Like, I think I flew out of there.
Probably.
Jeez, he survived a helicopter crash. You don't hear a lot of those.
Oh, yeah. In the water.
Well, then, I mean, I feel like that helps. Does it not?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. You were saying it like it would make it work. Yeah, I mean, drowning comes into play, obviously, but
Yeah.
just
There's a
for
lot.
the landing part.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that happens in the, maybe not the Hudson River, but like, dude, when we were in New York, there were a couple times helicopters went down in the water. Yeah.
Oh,
it wasn't
yeah.
like it just happens once every 20 years.
It just
like,
happened to Oliver Tree, but that was a helicopter crashing into a helicopter. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
also
sure.
seems to be a thing that happens way more than it should.
Yeah, let me see.
They're not like nimble. You know what I mean? Like they don't turn very well. It's
Yeah.
just not.
In the United States, civil helicopter operations typically record 80 to 130 accidents per year, with
Jeez.
about 11 to 25 of those resulting in fatalities. For instance, data from the United States Helicopter Safety Team logged 78 total incidents, 11 fatal, while other annual tallies like those from Vertical Activation International reported around 88 total accidents with a fatal accident rate of 0.44 per 100,000 flight hours.
It's a lot.
I'm all set.
Okay. Yeah. Just in thinking of like one event that changed like a certain business and people's ideas of doing it or not, I think Kobe crashing in a helicopter like might have altered the most.
The Hindenburg like really put a damper on like the whole Zeppelin industry.
I mean, the movie Jaws, what that did to the beach industry.
Yeah, I wasn't going in the water for years.
I wouldn't even go in my pool.
Yeah, shark pool.
I mean, you don't know.
I mean, I'm saying Dan made the shark pool video, and that video's not made
yeah.
without Jaws.
Right.
Super size me.
Super size me.
That, I would argue that did the
Clearly
least.
didn't deter you, yeah.
Wow. They just renamed supersize to large. That's all they did.
Yeah. What, T? That's crazy.
I just, yeah.
It's just, right message, wrong messenger is all I'm saying. Yeah.
I think right messenger right now. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. Now.
Yeah,
we
look at
watched
him.
it. We
Yeah.
used to watch it at school.
Yeah, how many LBs you down, T?
38. I hit
38.
40 this upcoming week.
There you go.
It did
Go,
suck
brother.
when they would play that movie in class because people would turn around and suddenly look at the bigger people in the classroom.
Yeah.
That shit,
Look
I
at
used to
them.
love that movie though. It was a great film.
T,
Rest
serious
in peace.
question for you about food.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because this hit me. I'm always trying, shed a little bit.
Sure.
And that sweet dog, they got everything. Was that tough for you? They had everything in the suite.
Dude, the chicken tender bowl looked
Oh.
like something out of a movie or like out of a commercial. That and when they brought the pizza in and it was like all cheesy, it was a dream. It was hard to frame it any
Hot
other
dog,
way.
sausages, everything. And then
With
fruit that no
toppings.
one touched. Yeah.
No,
Fuck
Mikey had watermelon. He loves watermelon.
He's the biggest watermelon guy going.
Yeah, he loves watermelon. I also love watermelon, but like watermelon flavored things. Like I'm not really like eating actual watermelon.
Mm.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot how fun Sweet Life is at Fenway Park. I remember we grew up with my dad was working for Jay Cashman, a big construction company in Boston, and their season tickets were in a suite.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're growing up that way, you're thinking, okay, these are our God-given seats. We're just going to be in here all the time. So hearing that news when I was 9
The
or
Christ
10 that we weren't
box.
going to have those anymore. Yeah, basically. But to not have those anymore was great because you just think, okay, I show up to Fenway and we get to have free food and drink and everything and just watch from the best seats possible. But it's different living, man. It is different up there in the suites.
You know what, dude? I haven't sat in Section 10 all year this year, and I think me and my dad are gonna go on Sunday.
Nice. That's big. You
Yeah.
guys still have them? Is that a dumb question?
Oh yeah, we still have
Okay.
them. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think obviously the share, like we used to have, I think it was like 12, 11 games, and then I'm pretty sure it's like down to 5 now. But we still like split it with people that we know. But it's because I mean I can just go, or like if I can go, usually it's like a record day or like we're working. Like very rarely do I just go to a game and like sit in the seat like we did on Monday. But yeah, I'm gonna go Sunday and sit in the seats. My dad.
There you go. Good stuff.
Yep.
And boo Raffy the whole time, I'm sure.
I love Raffy.
It's gonna be very interesting.
Friday? Do I go Friday? Like, is it worth it?
I need a new crowd shot of you.
Well, you mean
I
for
want
the
a
field
crowd
stuff?
shot of you.
For the field stuff.
Yeah, why not? It's going to be one of the more important Fenway events in a minute. What?
See?
What? Go.
Jared can't go. He has Nesson.
I know, but
I
I'm saying
said
like
for the field
I'm,
stuff,
yeah,
too.
like I'm willing to
I
go
love that he
for-
thought he was way ahead of all. Idiots. Come on.
Hey,
really did.
dumbass.
I really did think I was about to get you.
Like, do I go for the pregame and then just go to the views from there?
It's not that far a trip. It's a water
It's really not.
When are you going to eat?
Thank you for being concerned for me.
Well, you get grumpy when you don't eat, and I know
get
you
really
usually eat before we go on.
Yeah. I mean, if I get there at what, 3, I can do some field bullshit and then leave. Maybe I can eat there. I don't know.
When do you guys start doing stuff? You do a little pre-action for the
Is it a
views?
7:10 start or is it?
It's a 7:10.
6:40. It's a 7:10.
That makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. If I
Okay.
got to eat steak tips in between pitches, I'll do it.
Do
You
it.
know, this shit's important to me, dog. Imagine getting a social clip of me and Raffy just yucking it up.
Of course, dude. That's the thing. Raffy's going to be down in that field talking to everybody. I'm sure he can't wait for this weekend. He's very excited.
This
Him
may
and
be
Rafaela will have like a special moment. I'm telling you right now.
I don't think it's delusional to say that I do believe he will come talk to me.
You think so? I don't think he's going to be on the field before any game. I think he's going to hit in the cages underneath and try to avoid people. I'm not even saying that. I love Raffy. I'm saying like I think he just wants to avoid any real interactions. Maybe
Doesn't
not.
look
Who knows?
like we're
Maybe
getting
not.
Marcelo either. So that one's completely
Okay.
out. They changed
Say
the
that again?
schedule for him.
No,
Doesn't
solo.
look like we're getting Marcelo. They said today that it looks more likely they're going to wait until Monday for him to return.
I think that honestly makes the most sense. If you're trying to start a new chapter for him, don't just start it where he
100%.
literally just got dealt from.
Yeah, no one more upset about that news than Strega in the Oyster Bar.
Yeah.
You know, fuck. It was our business.
It's going to be a big weekend. There it goes.
There it go, right out the fucking window.
Raffy's not coming here.
No, he ain't.
Damn it.
No. Today's game though, another homer for Mickey Gasper, make it 3 in a row, ties the game in the 6th. 3-run bomb.
Yeah.
Very dramatic. Giovanni Moran really what's the phrase? Screwed the pooch? Is that what it's called?
I think that is the phrase, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
he screwed the pooch today. 3 walks. It was bad, man. It was not a fun watch. It was not a fun hang. But the story that kind of came out today was Wilson Contreras hates the fans. The whole team. By the way, this is like the biggest like kept secret. This team hates the fans. They fucking hate us. Like they fucking hate us. It's just, I get it, man. Like I
Big
get
secret.
it when people like talk shit on the team, but it's like we're the fans. Like we get mad because we want you to be good, and when you're not good, it's upsetting to us. We're not out here heckling you that's the difference. If we were heckling you so that you are bad, then yeah, asshole. Don't like that guy. But if we're like, man, this fucking team sucks, when you're sucking, then you're like, there should be a moment of reflection, I think. Either way, my reaction to the Wilson Contreras incident today was we have the most unhinged team in the league. And it's a healthy lead over the runner-up. I honestly don't hate it because psychos play harder, which Wilson Contreras is on the record this year being like, when I'm pissed, I just play better. And I'm like, okay, like if you need to tap into that, then I don't care. Like he's not yelling at me in the stands. I don't give a fuck. But there's just like this component of this team that thinks that the fans are out to get him versus we just want you to win. Like we don't hate you. We're not trying to cause you to be bad. We just get frustrated when you're bad because we want you to win. But I don't think that they compute that. I don't think that this group computes that at all. They think that we're the enemy.
This one to me just wasn't even close to the other one. Like the other one where he's not going, like he's really not going down the line. This was the most obvious ground out I think I've ever seen. It's doing tied in the eighth.
Hamstring, dude.
But we're doing tit 8. And not a single one of us was like, whoa, he's not sprinting down to first base here. It's like, also, I mean, it gets an RBI. I understand. Actually, do you?
No, because of the ghost runner.
You don't ghost.
Right.
So, hey, whatever. Drives a run in. And he's going down to first base. Not for a second was I thinking like, oh, he's going to get booed here. And who knows? It might have been. It was hard to hear, T, on the broadcast because I know you clipped it. If it was anywhere close to the boos from the last one. But,
no,
right? It wasn't even close.
The first thing. No, not even close. And he was hard out of the box. Like if you watch the clip, then when the ball hits the glove and it's clear he's just going to make the throw, then he lets up. And like, there you go. Yeah.
Like there's so many people in the replies and it's really been pissing me off. There's a different level. Sometimes you just kind of let people go. But the people that just simply put it down to, oh, you got to run that out. Oh, you got to sprint there. You're just wrong. He does not. The state he's in right now, how much he's been busting his ass for this team. I would rather have the guy that's in there nonstop, playing a little banged up and maybe very banged up, that has the most dingers on the team, right? He's on pace for maybe a 30-100 season, his best year in his career. He's telling you at the All-Star break, no, I want to stay here. I want to be here. We're going to boo this guy? Like, literally shut the hell up. Like, it's this specific thing, this little Wilson versus the fans, which has been a very small chapter of his season, has really just annoyed the hell out of me because it's not, we're just being ignorant with the situation. And for him to even do like the ear thing today, that combo with him in the post game saying that the dude just wanted to get dinner, I think that's funny. I mean, the entire season, he's just been nonstop entertainment. I love it, obviously, from a social standpoint of what it gives us. But it's just another example of like, what are we doing, guys? Like we're making too big a deal out of literally nothing here.
Yeah. I mean, again, if he just half-asses it down the line and runs through the bag, the fans don't boo. It's the veering off. It's the optics
people hate
of
the
it.
veering off. Yeah,
the result is the same. It's a ground ball. He's going to be out. But if you run through the bag, they don't boo. If you veer off and go into the dugout, they're going to boo. It's simply just an optics thing. I agree that it's stupid, but that's really all it is. And I mean, the guy is playing on a bad hamstring. So if you're an in-tune, knowledgeable fan, you know that. And it like, there's been so many times where like someone like Rafi, right? Like I'm not talking about the one time where like Cora was like, what the fuck are you doing? But so many times where, you know, he hits the ball hard on the ground and he just like lightly jogs to first base. It's like, whatever, conserve your energy for your next plate appearance and then go hit a fucking double off the wall or a home run to center field. But with WC-40, he's not afforded the same, I guess, leeway with the fans for whatever reason. I'm not really quite sure because he, like I said, the last time that this happened against the A's, he's been your hardest, I guess, effort making player all year. Like he's busted his ass for this team all fucking year. He's played hurt. He's playing hurt currently. Like what we don't need to boo our own guys for that. Like if he was just straight up fucking up out there and costing the team wins or runs, sure. All right, get on him. But like he fucking grounded out and he that's it. Like he grounded out. What are we doing?
He's like, I don't feel like this part gets talked about with Wilson in regards to the entire league. He's 5th in baseball in OPS, not the AL, Major League Baseball. He's 2nd in the AL. And he's like one decent day away from being 3rd overall in all of baseball. Like there are only 6 hitters with an above 900 OPS. And he's one of those 5. Like it's been an absurd season. So I've no time. I honestly think the Rafi thing hurts him because people are still like mad he's not here and he got traded for what I think people are believing to be similar reasons that they're seeing with Wilson in terms of not busting ass down to first. Like I can't imagine caring about anything less.
I saw someone had the stat today. I'm sorry, I can't attribute it to that person, but it's going to be the best OPS plus for a first baseman since Carlton Fisk. Excuse me, Yaz. It was Carl Yastrzemski. But that's what it was. Like the end of Yaz's career. Like that was the closest thing. That's the kind of season he's having. This is better than anything Kevin Youkilis ever did in a Red Sox uniform here. Like we are talking about someone who is having one of the best offensive seasons we've seen in the franchise's history. Yeah.
That was the first guy that came to mind. Yeah, I thought Aegon would be.
Yeah, his 11th season was great.
Incredible.
It's his only season.
Well, he was here for parts of 12.
Yeah, but he was bad and he was traded.
Yeah. It's 158.
He was good, and he was the reason why the Dodgers took on all the contracts of the other assholes.
Yeah. We have a 155 OPS plus for Gonzalez in 2011. Contreras entered today at 160 something.
Dang. Since we're on the topic of Rafi, what do you think the reception is going to be?
Loud boos.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of
boos. They're going to boo him? Really?
Oh, yeah.
He won a championship.
It's the what have you done for me lately and how it ended. I think they're going to boo him. Most people will. I mean, they're booing Wilson like we just talked about. He's one of the best players in the game. Like, come on.
Well, they're going to have the tribute up there, right?
That's going to be awkward. Honestly, I didn't think about that until someone mentioned it recently. I'm like, right, they're going to have a Rafi tribute. Of course they are.
He's not going to give a fuck.
I bet he's going to like hide in the dugout while that's going on. He's like, I don't want to be within vision of this because I'm sure now he comes here and he's going to hate it. I don't think he's going to have a fun weekend at all. I think he was probably trying to think, can I like be hurt for that weekend? Can I not have to go there? Really don't want to do it, which is so sad. That's even where we're at. But
I don't think he cares. Like, I just think he doesn't care anymore.
Maybe.
He stopped caring immediately.
I don't think Rafi's going to have much fun at all this weekend. And we've had other situations where guys come back. And even Mookie, obviously, mixed feelings when he came back about the whole situation. He's got to answer all those questions. But
Mookie was being very disingenuous about how he felt about it.
No, true. But still, like, you see Rafi was clapping at third base and had a big smile on his face. And Mookie got one of the best ovations anyone's ever got coming back to Fenway Park. It is a little sad with how much Rafael Devers mattered to this show, to this fan base, to that 18 team. More importantly, honestly, like the 19 team that doesn't even make the playoffs. I think that was his best year. But so many fun moments. So for it to now be at this point where Friday is just going to be kind of a weird energy day at Fenway Park, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, like Mookie was like, I don't know, like, are they going to boo me? Like, why the fuck would we boo you? Like MVP, World Series champ, All-Star. Like,
I mean, the narrative was like he wanted out and was never going to re-sign
but
here.
The
that
fans
was like
were smarter than that, than to
they
believe
aren't.
that. You don't think the fans were
My
smarter
mentions
than
for the last 6 years disagree with what you just said.
I mean,
and my mentions for the last year and probably tease as well is why I think there's going to be loud boos for Rafi. Like people were pumped to see him go. Jared,
Side note, based on what you just said, Coley, because I can't remember if it was the last episode or one before that, but people were like, "Why do they keep talking about what people say on Twitter?" And it's like, my career launched on Twitter. I met Coley on Twitter. I discovered T through Twitter and Steve through LinkedIn, but like he grew on Twitter. We built this show on Twitter.
Because of Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the people that are like, well, I'm not on Twitter, so I can't follow the conversation. And it's like, okay, like we're not saying anything that can't immediately be followed, but Twitter is such a large thread or piece. Like it's
the Red Sox forum where we all operate.
Yeah. Like I feel like that's where the dialogue of the fan base is happening. So it's not, why do you care so much about Twitter? It's like, that's the ecosystem that I have always existed in and that this show has always existed in. It's not about caring specifically about what certain people think. It's just that is the echo chamber where we keep our finger on the pulse of the fan base so that we're not just yes men to each other. We're not just, hyping up each other's bullshit. It's like these are the opinions that exist out here. Here's how I feel about it. Here's how goalie feels about it, etc. So yeah, like Twitter will always be a part of the theme of our conversations, because if not for that, how do we know how other fans feel that aren't just the people that are yapping on this show? I think it would be detrimental to be like, we're not paying attention to that anymore. It's like, all right, so then it's just like 4 dudes yapping. Like, I want to know how everyone feels about everything.
I wonder, just when it relates to Raffy here, if Kalshi, they don't have these odds, but I wonder where the percentages would be at of him tipping the helmet, because they got to be low. If you were to have a hypothetical, I know, but if you were going to have a hypothetical percentage of him tipping his helmet similar to what Mookie did, is it like 5%? I don't know.
I'm trying to think, like, sports radio was very pro Devers during all that. And like, to me, that's where I go for like the casual fan outlook in my brain. Like, and sports radio too, back. Yeah, I'm still a Rafael Devers guy. I've never abandoned that post. But yeah, I don't know. I do think there is something of like, last year, the run and all that. I don't think it's going to be super negative. Like, I bet it'll be mixed, but I bet there'll be a decent amount of cheers in there too.
We'll see. Where the Red Sox are in the standings helps. The fact that they went 27-3 for that stretch. I mean, if they were in last place too, then it's like, dude, we suck just as much as the Giants do. Like, why the hell would we ever try to boo this guy when we're going through it? But I don't know. I'd be pretty surprised if he tips the helmet. I think Raffy's going to be pretty business this weekend. I don't think he's going to be buddy-buddy with many guys. And maybe to that point, Sadon, some of these dudes have a quick dap up, but I don't know if it's going to be a bunch of combos. I think he wants to get in, get out as efficiently as possible and move on with his life, honestly. So we shall see. But there is a Kalshi market that I am curious of what you guys think. And it is Franklin Arias' debut date with the Boston Red Sox. Before May 1st, 2027, where are we thinking that percentage is at?
May 1st?
Yes.
You say,
65%? What?
Get him out of here.
Was that bad?
Get this guy out of here.
Put him in a fucking bench, right?
I almost shouldn't toss it to you because I've literally done the same exact thing many a time, but I know you kept your head down there to prevent yourself from laughing. It was well handled. Yeah, it's 65% chance the Kalshi users are saying that Franklin Arias will debut before May 1st. I know, you nailed it. You nailed it, T. I couldn't believe it. We got a challenge here? He's not challenging.
I swear to God, I just guessed that. I did not look. I did not do anything.
I believe him. Steve, I believe him.
Oh, you're challenging me?
I believe him.
Wait, T, you didn't look?
I swear on anything in my life, I did not look.
Toss me. Get me out of here.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No, I gotta go.
No, I gotta go.
I'm being 100% honest. I did not look at a damn thing.
I believe T.
Play the film back. You could see. You could tell when I'm typing.
Yeah, I believe T. He's a bad liar. He's a bad liar. You can tell. Yeah.
Fair.
If he were arguing, it, you'd just be screaming obscenities. Like you.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that.
Wow. How about? I'm 65%.
I haven't been that wrong in a minute. Tyler, my deepest apologies. You nailed it, brother. 65% chance for Franklin Arias to make that debut. So now it makes a little more sense why your head was down. You were actually doing like T calculations.
I was just thinking. I was like,
if it's May, then that's an extra 10%. And yeah, it's like 2/3 chance.
Because like right now I'm kind of in the space of like maybe the public belief that we're going to see Arias this year is a lot stronger than the internal belief. at the same time, if we go to spring training next year, it feels like he's the kind of guy who could like push for the opening day roster, because the reality is you still have Story under contract for one more year. Story could completely blow that up if he comes back and he's horrendous over the last 5 weeks of the year. But other than that, like, it's not going to be easy to find a solution at shortstop if you also don't feel great and you still have to pay Trevor Story. I don't know. It might be easier to pass the baton if that's the case.
Yeah,
just to him
I wonder how much the lockout factors in
True.
to that date. So I don't know.
I still think that there's a chance we see him this year.
Got to be a chance.
I think that the chance is better than people think.
Where would
I
you
felt
put that
that
chance
way.
at?
Oh, I feel like I can't say because it'll get aggregated.
Yeah, probably.
For even what T's saying, like the team may not be saying it publicly right now. I think if they're trying to get Story back, they can't also be pushing Frank simultaneously if they want even both of them, because that just adds an extra layer of stress to TS10 coming back. Not that they should necessarily care about that, but it is probably the right thing to do.
Yeah. We'll see.
I'd add in, I think, even though we've seen the power surge this year and it's been really cool to see, I do think some of the organization's questions about the pitches he chooses to swing at times, just because he's so great at putting bat to ball, I still think there's a belief it needs to be refined and that the offensive ceiling will continue to climb, but they think it could get exposed against better pitching in the big leagues versus what, and to his credit, he's torn up AAA so far, but I don't think they believe they've completely figured out or maximized that part of his game all the way yet.
The other thing is obviously that if he gets added to the 40-man, that he can't be
Can't do anything during the
optioned.
lockout.
Yeah, during the lockout, he wouldn't be able to play in the minor leagues. Which I
Can't
could
even
see.
contact the organization.
Yeah,
Which
I don't like that.
I don't think matters as much as winning a World Series. And I don't know if a month plus playoffs is enough time for him to be exposed by the league. You know what I mean? That seems like something that happens over, like we saw with Campbell, over the course of a few months, not necessarily a month.
It's especially, what are you looking for from Arias? Like, I believe if they called him up, they'd just want someone who could play a good shortstop and they believe he's going to get the job done. And like,
Right.
whatever you do with the bat, it's just, sprinkles on top at that point in time. But I think that would be Story coming in and it's like, the defense is fucking horrendous. Like, he's just not getting the job done out there. I think that's the one thing that can accelerate this thing, because then you don't have a quality defensive option. Arias becomes the best one. I don't think they're going to be like, we need offense, bring him up. I just don't think that's the way they're going to look at it.
I feel like I had one more thing on today's game that I wanted to hit on.
I do have one Ranger Suarez thing I quickly wanted to note.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's calling his own pitches partially now on the mound. So he's another pitcher. So Sonny Gray does it from time to time. We know Eric Miller started doing it when he was in San Francisco, but that's why his command has improved. Ranger Suarez is now doing it for certain pitches. So just something to keep an eye on. And part of maybe him finding his footing, or, whatever version of himself is going to exist, following the injury. Whoosh, back here with Awaken 180. And listen, negotiations happen in sports. It could be the offseason. It could be the trade deadline. Front office guys are going back and forth and negotiating stuff all the time. Tyler Milliken, he's not in Major League Baseball. I had my own negotiations going on, though, except mine were with food. And listen, thanks to Awaken 180, they've stopped. It used to be, what can I eat? When can I eat? Did I mess this up? Every meal had a pregame show and a postgame breakdown. I got so sick of going on my phone a morning after a big eating session, deleting all my different food apps. I was done with it. I did not want to live that life anymore. And thankfully, I'm not. Just over 2 months into Awaken 180, I'm down 38 pounds. I've lost weight every week, and food takes up less space in my head. The app gives me all the numbers. We're not talking exit velo or expected WOBA. It's calories, protein, and carbs. And fortunately, the plan tells me exactly what to do, so I can't mess it up. Every Friday, I meet with someone from the Seekonk location who looks at the picture. Last week, I was with Skylar. Skylar gave me tips, showed me where I could tighten things up, and sent me into the next week with a better approach. That's what I like. It's not one person handing me a plan and disappearing. I've got a whole squad working to help me succeed. My cravings are way down. I'm sleeping way better. I'm having dreams. I'm seeing things. Who knows what I'm going to come up with next? And I'm down a full shirt size and 2 pant sizes. Awaken 180 is medication-free weight loss with free support for life. That's Awaken 180 Weight Loss, the official weight loss company of the Boston Red Sox. One more time, awaken180weightloss.com. Go start your journey now.
I'm going to start my journey to Dick's Sporting Goods because they have a ton of baseball lifestyle merch there. Section 10 is very excited to have Baseball Lifestyle 101 on board. That's because this is a company that understands that there are people out there whose entire personality is baseball. That couldn't be us. We're very normal. We definitely don't record 3-hour podcasts about the Red Sox and have arguments about Tristan Casas at 1:30 in the morning. They've got over 500,000 customers and gear all over the country. Tees, hoodies, hats, stuff that you can actually wear without looking like your mom bought it for you at the team store. And now they're the official baseball apparel company of Section 10 and Baseball is Dead, which means that we finally have someone professionally qualified to dress Tyler Milliken, who was wearing baseball lifestyle last night at AMB, yes?
And Monday. Put some respect on my
And Monday,
name.
yeah. Yeah, every day at AMB you were repping baseball lifestyle.
Trying to impress. That's what you do.
I mean, listen, you look fantastic.
Thank
I was
you.
jealous. I was jealous of the fit last night.
Wow. I didn't think you'd like it very much. I was nervous.
I like those colors. Yeah. It was a good color scheme. It would have been better if you had like sneakers to match, but
Yeah, I went with the all-white Air Forces. But overall, light colors usually aren't my thing. But with baseball lifestyle, honestly, whatever it is, I'm happy to rock it.
and honestly, like skinny tee kind of like you can wear stuff that you wouldn't wear before now. Like you have like a different frame to put it on.
I like that. Thank you.
Thank you. They've got youth through adult sizes, new limited collections dropping every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And once they're gone, they are out of here. And if it's your first order, use the promo code SECTION10 for 20% off BL101.com. That is promo code SECTION10 for 20% off at BL101.com. Baseball Lifestyle 101. It's more than a game. It's a lifestyle. Back to the 10.
All right. Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is brought to you by Clark's Ketchup. Drizzle that ketchup. It's been a while.
August 7th. Yeah.
Wow. Damn. It's been a minute. Red Sox take the series. It doesn't feel like it because they lost today. They did take the series. Coley Mick, why don't you get the party started?
Yeah, I mean, it was an offensive explosion. Really, all three games, even if they lost the last one, that wasn't because of the offense. Couple guys really shone through. With the third today, I was planning on, if they had swept mid-show, just going full goatee, much like Toley last year. But they didn't, so Sogie's a good option. Adley, great option. Has to be Mickey Gasper, I guess, but I don't know, like I really hate like the old take stuff where it's just like, oh, you said this guy sucks. We know he does. Like he had an unbelievable 3 days. Like we know he's not good. That's his whole thing. But an unbelievable 3 days, I tip my cap. I'm not gonna slander him anymore, even though when it's true, it's not slander. So Mickey Gasper.
Mickey Gasper is the pick. Steven.
Yeah, I didn't have a ton of notes for this one. I want to give a packet to Kalshi for hosting us for Game 2. That was a blast. Packet to the foul pole homer believers, even though that's us believing in Bayo giving up a 3-run homer, which I don't think is possible when he's in the bullpen. When he's coming out of the pen, he just He's the greatest pitcher of all time. So I'm glad that ERA was not affected. Sure. Packet to Sogie. Glad we did a segment on Sogie. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit outside of T talking about him. Sogie. So credit to Nick Sogard. But yeah, I'm going with the guy that, who knows, might have a chance at unanimous here. He probably won't because there's a lot of dudes that balled out in this series. But also packet to everybody in the starting lineup in game 1 who didn't strike out and also got an RBI. Like,
that was crazy.
That was absurd. I saw that stat after the game. I'm like, is that even legal? Like, what the hell? It had been, let me get the day count. I want to give you guys this because I did the math. It had been... Bada bada boo, daba daba dee. 5,960 days since a Red Sox team didn't strike out in a 9-inning, 9-on-9 game. So that's pretty crazy. But yeah, we're going Mickey Gasper, home run in every game. To Coley's point, it's like, it's okay to say someone's bad when they're bad. That is perfectly legal, and it's actually probably bad if you're trying to act like they're good when they suck. But Mickey Gasper seems like a great dude, had 2 homers in his 20s and then had 3 homers in this series. So credit to him. I think he deserves the ketchup, and I hope he gets it.
See?
Yeah, I was really back and forth. I won't lie. I wasn't looking for a reason not to vote for Mickey Gasper, but just kind of looking at when those home runs did come and some of those swings, they really were like garbage time swings and some of those blowouts. And Adley in game 2, those hits early, the home run, the double, both of those were kind of just really big moments that got them out to an early lead. And I know usually we don't count the things in a loss, but it feels necessary because it did really give this team a real shot to win a game today that they didn't have a shot at. It felt like once the game started to slip away, you started to feel really down. Weiser giving up the bomb, it just felt like it wasn't your day. So I am going to give it to Mickey Gasper. Didn't have a single homer in a Red Sox uniform before the last 3 days. So to kind of rack those up all in a row, really cool. Packet to Caleb Durbin. That slide was so fucking cool yesterday. I've watched it multiple times since then. Beyond that, Nick Sogard, very strong series. Packet to Brian Bayo, who has the lowest ERA of any qualified reliever in baseball right now. 7th lowest FIP. We're talking about fusing someone with Garrett Crochet. I don't know. That's one that kind of floats to my mind a little bit. Tyron Guerrero coming in, couple big relief outings in this series as a whole. But yeah. Oh, and packet to Adley, obviously, as well.
That's 2 packets to Adley from you.
Oh, you know what? It's fair.
He deserves it. Yeah, I should have said
Oh,
Adley.
and Wilson. Wilson deserves it. Homer, couple swings in the series.
Yeah, he just doesn't care, though. So, I don't know.
True.
Packets at WC40. Homered on 1 leg in this series. Packet to Nick Sogard for hitting his first big league homer. Packet to Adley for, he hit 400 in this series. Had the same amount of hits as Mickey Gasper in this series, but unfortunately 3 of Mickey Gasper's hits went over the fence. Homered in every game. I know that it doesn't matter because they lost the last one. But as far as total bases are concerned, Mickey Gasper leading the way, 13 total bases, 2 more than Wilson Contreras. I feel like you've got Mickey Gasper hitting 3 home runs. You're like, oh, you must be far and away the Klark's Ketchup Series MVP. He had 2 more total bases than WC40. He kind of just slithers around and just is always having a great series. But Mickey Gasper drove in 7 runs this series. Next up would be Adley Rutschman with 4, Wilson with 3, then a bunch with 2 and beyond. Yeah, this one's a no-brainer. It's Mickey Gasper. Castillo goes Mickey. TC goes Mickey. OB goes Mickey. Jamai goes Mickey. Pellerin had some notes that I do want to share. Adam Pellerin said, first off, shout out to you guys for supporting the Jimmy Fun Telethon. 7.3 million is ridiculous. Packet for pretty much everybody in the Red Sox lineup with a special shout out to Sogie, Adley, Contreras, and the Fenway crowd. Electric. But it's Mickey, don't call me Mantle Gasper. I remembered what I fucking wanted to say, T.
What was it?
They didn't strike out once on Monday.
Really?
You
How many
already
days
said
have there
that?
been? Yeah, Steve legit counted the days, made a whole point out of it. It's okay. The lineup's cool.
I have to count up the ketchup.
Yeah, I think in Jerry's defense, and he, obviously guides this show, he needs some times where he can regroup.
It's okay.
And it's like when you toss to
Well,
someone
other
for ketchup,
people are talking, and I know I'm not responsible for talking. That's my time to do the thing to set up the next thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, it has created some funny moments where a thing was just said, but that's part of the risk.
The Red Sox didn't strike out one fucking time on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Only 3 times on Tuesday.
Bill Hall was in the lineup.
Yeah.
Jeez. Victor Martinez.
Lenny DiNardo,
Martinez.
Mickey Gasper, Will Middlebrooks, Mickey Gasper, the Ketchup crew. What do they say?
Give me a sec. This would be such an awesome,
I have it.
unanimous. What do you got? Go.
84% for Mickey Gasper. Adley got 12, and Sogard had 2.
Shit. Lou
You're
Maloney goes Mickey Gasper.
Okay.
And then here he is. William Clementine Fleming.
What the fuck is up, fellas? Well, kind of a disappointing end of the series. Not a joyous catch-up. Thought we might have a chance at that. But that is not going to really influence what I'm here to say tonight. I think it's a pretty obvious vote for me anyway. But I will say the last couple days at Fenway have just kind of injected me with a little, newfound joy for this game and perspective about what all of us love about it. And also the fact that we get to do what we do and love it in the way that we do and that it impacts so many people is such a cool thing. And the Jimmy Fund is not just a packet. I mean, the Jimmy Fund it should really be the catch-up winner in a lot of ways. That's not going to happen. I get that, but $7.3 million raised. And, being in the ballpark, I'm always moved every year by the courage of all the patients, the doctors, the researchers, all of the people that support the people that are at the clinic. And the courage that they have, it really kind of takes my breath away. And it does move me to tears a lot of times. Some of these moments in these games are kind of hard to get through. And I also, it does reflect something that I've said to you guys a lot of times. And that is this group of Red Sox players lean so hard into it, and they believe so much in the cause and in the kids and the adults who are patients over there. The job that Lisa Scherber does is off the charts, amazingly wonderful. And I think that's why this season has gotten so fun. It's not just the wins and the losses, but it's a likable group. It's a bunch of guys that are very easy to root for. Look up and down the roster. These guys, and it starts with the captain, Garrett Whitlock, who's not in there right now. But I mean, the amount of time that Garrett invests in these little kids and everybody over there without asking for any thanks, any acknowledgement, he does it without making a big deal out of it. And that's true of so many people on this team, which makes it so fun to pull for them and which makes it so cool to be a part of this ride. And yeah, they lose the finale to the D-backs. That sucked. I mean, they to hit 2 home runs and give it back. Peyton was not his A+ self, but if you want to fall more in love with him, just listen to what he said after the game today. I think that this is a step forward. They mashed in the first couple of games. They scored a lot of runs today too. It just came up a little bit short because the bullpen is a little bit short, but that's baseball. It happens. Giants come in, Marlins come in. They both are not good teams. You really should cash in. So I just want to say that the Red Sox do this stuff so well. And when those 9 patients took the field, of course, the Red Sox pull on your heartstrings, right? It's 5 or 6 adults, and then here come the shortstop, second baseman, first baseman, catcher, and DH, and they're all little kids. And, the catcher was a little girl named Bailey. And I have a boy named Bailey who's not that much older than this little girl. And the bad luck that is dealt to these kids and all these people who've been afflicted with cancer, and the fact that they listen to your podcast and get a break from it, because I know they do. I mean, I go all over the country, and the amount of people that listen to your show and that recognize me and Lou and Middlebrooks and everybody who interacts with your show for that, and they're talking Ketchup and all these things, to be able to broadcast the games and know that maybe we give them a little little break from the real fight that they're going through. It's just the ultimate dose of perspective. So that's too long-winded, but I think these couple days are what make Boston the best sports town and the best city in the world, and the generosity of all the people. It just blows me away. Having said that, these 3 games were so fun until the very end. And we did have kind of a Hollywood script. I mean, I know Sogard, incredible on base all the time, and he's been really fantastic for the Red Sox. I wish I could go there, but we're talking about something that a script writer would just flatly reject. In a dude who came up here and had his mom and dad on TV, it felt like every night for 3 weeks, trying to fight and claw for his first Fenway hit. And here all of a sudden, 3 nights in a row with a home run at the park that he dreamed of playing in as a kid? What are we talking about? And a guy who appreciates so much about the Jimmy Fund and told us about the perspective that he got going back down to AAA. So this is probably a little bit too much of a sentimental submission, but it's where my head's at. So I'm always just going to say what's on my mind. And with that in mind, there is no question, with a huge shout out to the Jimmy Fund, the Klark's Ketchup Series MVP is Mickey motherfucking Gasper.
Unanimous.
He's done it.
Unanimous Mick. How many is that, Steven?
That's crazy if we're being honest. He is the 6th unanimous Ketchup Club member. He joins Cedon Rafaela, Willie Abreu, Trevor Story, Jaron Duran, and this weekend's own Rafael Devers.
Wow. This is all time.
This is ever.
Ever.
He's the 6th ever. That's why when we were getting down to it, I was like, all right, I can trust Will's going to go Gasper here. Kind of felt like Lou was too. The Ketchup crew as well. I didn't know if Brooksy or Lenny was going to throw a curveball there, but yeah, that's really, really cool. I just want to piggyback real quick off of what Will Fleming said, and there's not much that's needed to be added because he literally checked all the boxes there and did an incredible job per usual. But I want to say an extra shout out to people like you, Jerry, people with Nesson, with WEI, that go in the booth and then have conversations with people that are going through such serious life situations. Like, that's not easy to come up with those questions, to ask them in the right way, to have like a real convo. Because if we're being honest, and on this show, on pregame show, there's a lot of conversations that we have and what we do that just don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. So to go from that being what we do to then dealing with people and talking with people and trying to be helpful to people that are going through stuff that's so much more serious than what we think our problems are. I think the folks at Nesson, folks at EEI, what you were doing there with Brianna Wakefield, that clip is wonderful. Getting her real insight when she's been through one of the most difficult things anyone can ever go through and still be able to talk, openly about it and candidly is really, really, really cool. So those people deserve a huge shout out. I know he had mentioned Garrett Whitlock, but I saw him going into the game on Jersey Street before game 2. Garrett Whitlock's just one of the dudes, man. Like he is just the nicest guy ever. He just looked like a fan that's helping out the Jimmy Fund. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm one of the best relievers in baseball, but I'm here with the cup to get money for donations. And yeah, that kind of stuff's just really, really, really cool. And for them to set a record once again, and for everybody that listens, that donated and supports, everything going on over there at the Jimmy Fund is just great to see every year. And I don't want us to ever take that for granted, really, because what the fan base has been able to do there is extremely special, and every fan base doesn't have that or really come close to having that.
Yeah, it's every year that they have me back, it always blows me away to hear their stories. I mean, obviously, growing up Red Sox fans in New England, we hear their stories on the radio, and then they have them in the broadcast booth on TV. So you hear them that way. But it's totally different to sit down next to them and be the one that's asking specific questions about their experiences. And it's not just the kids, like you're talking to their parents, you are talking to their siblings, you are talking to the doctors that have hopefully gotten them to the point where they can say that they're cancer free. I mean, I've gotten to know Brianna over the last couple of years here, but I couldn't imagine being in her position like what life has thrown at her so unfairly, and to have that hand dealt to you and to be able to be the person that she is, and not just her character, but what she wants to do with her life and follow in the footsteps of her dad and her mom, and like even her brother Trevor, like he does like the Fenway 50-50, like he's out there on the Green Monster. Yeah, I don't know, not just like me personally, I don't know many people that could experience what she has and just be like, all right, we're just going to keep pushing forward. We're just going to be an amazing person. We're just going to take, you know, all the experience that I've had watching my dad do X, Y, and Z, and now I'm going to pick up the torch and do it the same way. It's incredible. And I told her that, but like, I don't know. It actually is mind numbing to me. What the kids that walk in that studio, to be able to have a positive attitude, and you know, they're some of them are like single digit ages. It's like, you shouldn't be sick. You're 9. Like, what are we like? How? Like, what? It's unfathomable stuff. So every year, I'm very thankful to have the opportunity to do the telethon, because like Will said, it's completely perspective changing stuff. Like, you know, like there'll be days where I'm like, oh, I got to do X, Y, and Z, and that sucks. It's not, I have to do X, Y, and Z. It's, I get to, like, I get to do that. And that's what, you know, perspective is. It's changing. I have to do this to, I get to do this. And a lot of people, they don't get to do certain things. But yeah, shout out to everyone who donated. The auctions that we're currently running. Is there 3 more games or 4 more games?
3 more
games. 3 more games. What's the website?
section10.betterworld.org.
Okay. So shout out to Peyton Tolley Enthusiast, the auction winner for Monday's game. We have 3 more of these games, and the proceeds go to Dana-Farber. And, you know, I guess like the difference is, so like a donation to the Jimmy Fund, I'm paraphrasing. It's just kind of like my understanding of it. But like, you know, a donation to the Jimmy Fund, it's going to go to like cancer research and the labs and the scientists and actually finding a cure and this and that. So for Dana-Farber, at least what we do, like that's going to the kids. Like it's for like experiences. So the money that we are generating, I want to actually do a video on this so that people can kind of see, you know, where the money is going to. But there have been years in the past where, you know, we'll have events and sell tickets to the events, and then the money would go to Dana-Farber, and then that money is going to like, hey, like the kids at the hospital, let's take them to a game, and then the money that was raised from the Section 10 event ticket sales, it's like, let's go get them gift cards at the team store. Like, let's go get everyone free hot dogs. Like that's where that money's going towards. So yeah, it's more for experiences to brighten their days. And that's always like something where like, you know, talking about the difference between being a fucking podcaster versus a Major League Baseball player, like the way that Peyton Tolley can just walk into a room and brighten the room. Like these kids don't give a fuck. Like they don't care about me or us. But if there's a way that we can use our platform to give them that smile, that, you know, the players can just walk into a room and there's your smile. But if there's a way that we can use what we do to create that smile, yes, I will do that with every opportunity that we have to be able to do that. So yes, bid on the auctions. There's 3 games remaining, and yeah, we roll out the red carpet for you. We take you good seats. We chillin'. We watch the game.
I yapped the whole time.
T yaps the whole time, getting some content. You know
The
what I'm
Sox
saying?
just score a bunch of runs. They don't strike out.
They don't strike out. Sometimes the ball is off the foul pole, but it's not. You know,
You wanted to see that.
and that's what it's for. It's not because I feel like when people like donate to stuff, it's like, well, where's the money go? Like that's where the money goes when you do stuff with us. Like when we go directly to Dana-Farber, it is for experiences for the kids like that.
Big time.
Yeah. So shout out to Lisa for that, by the way. She's the fucking best. Okay.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Stop and Shop supermarkets have a major announcement. We repeat, don't shop for your groceries anywhere else.
Yeah, Stop and Shop. Yeah, Stop and Shop.
And what's great about these tangerines, look how easy they peel. Just like that. And loaded, loaded with nutritional value.
Yeah, Stop and Shop.
Double kill.
What's better than having to Stop and Shop, getting it done for all of you?
The Stop and Shop look ahead is brought to you by Stop and Shop. Head on down to Stop and Shop right the fuck now.
And you can get 10 cents off your tangerines when you buy at least 5 pounds of tangerines only at Stop and Shop. The Red Sox are playing the Giants this weekend. Enjoy your off day, by the way. Enjoy your off day by coming to St. Peter's Field in Cambridge to watch a great game. Lou Merlone, Mason Merlone up the middle. Manny Del Carmen, I believe, is going to be there. Rich Hill is going to be there. Jake Peavy's going to be there. Hingham's own Steve Peralta is going to be there. T, you coming?
I don't think so. What?
Why? What do you got going on?
I was supposed to go out with Martha tomorrow.
Oh. What are you guys going to do? What are you guys going to do?
I owe her dinner. I haven't had a
ordered
date night.
Dinner.
No, I owe her dinner. Like we're gonna.
You owe her dinner. Dinner.
I did think you said, I already ordered dinner, man. Like I
Does it
can't.
sound like that?
I can't cancel that.
It's an off night too, which she's been asking for quite some time.
Yeah,
17
I feel
games
that.
in
No,
17
I feel
days.
that. I
That's
feel
fair.
that.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, take her to St. Peter's Field in Cambridge, man, and we'll
Order her some hot dogs.
Yeah.
She's gonna beat my ass in front of all of you.
yeah.
that'll be
That's what
good
we want to
content.
see, T. Yeah, so it's the Giants are currently going TBD for every game, but I got you. At least I hope I got you. It's going to be fucking Sonny Gray versus Logan Webb. It's going to be Patrick Sandoval versus Blake Tidwell. And it's going to be Jake Bennett versus Carson Wisenhunt. Right?
Proud of you.
With an H.
Thank you.
Someone much more immature would have changed that into something.
Is it Blake or Blade? Blade? Is his name Blade? It's Blade?
Yeah.
Blade.
Blade Wisenhunt?
No, it's Carson.
No.
What?
Tidwell.
Huh?
Oh, I thought
What?
we were talking about Wisenhunt. I'm sorry. I completely lost the plot.
It's Blade
Yes.
Tidwell.
Tidwell. Okay.
Yeah. Sonny Gray, man, he's 15-3, 2.65 ERA, 115 WHIP, 7.9 strikeouts per nine. He's been outstanding in August, a 0.95 ERA across 19 innings, including 19 strikeouts. That's Sonny Gray. He's going up against fucking Logan Webb, 8-7, 3.50 ERA, a 106 WHIP, and a 7.1 strikeouts per nine. Webb had a 6.59 ERA in July, but now has an 0.90 ERA in August across 20 innings pitched. Wow. Patrick Sandoval, 1-2 with a 4.76 ERA, a 1.85 WHIP, Jesus Christ, and a 9.3 strikeouts per nine. Sandoval has struggled with his command, issuing 10 walks over his last 3 starts. In addition to the 23 hits, 33 base runners in 15 innings. Not good. Not good at all. Blade Tidwell is 0-0 with a 4.33 ERA, a 1.22 whip, and a 6.7 strikeouts per nine. He joined the rotation at the beginning of the month and has been a mixed bag. 10 2/3 innings pitched, 10 hits, 3 earned, 2 walks, 9 Ks in his first 2 starts. His last time out, 4 1/3, 3 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 homer, 5 walks, just 1 strikeout, sits at 95 with a decent sweeper, I'm being told. Jake Bennett is 7-6 with a 3.46 ERA, a 1.07 whip, and a 6.8 strikeouts per nine. His struggles in August can be attributed to his changeup results. Okay. In July, opponents hit 0.71 against the changeup with an 0.71 slug and a 35% whiff rate. In August, 4.29 batting average on the changeup, 7.14 slug, still a 31% whiff rate. The expected batting is 221. The expected slug is 383. So there is some bad luck there. And then Carson Wisenhunt. Oh my God. He's 3-4 with a 7.03 ERA, a 1.84 whip, and a 6.5 strikeouts per nine. He's a soft throwing lefty. He has an awful fastball that he throws 35% of the time. And he's allowing a 4.47 batting average and a 6.58 slug and just a 12% whiff rate on the pitch.
When I look ahead, and you wind up dead if you don't listen to what Steve says. Even then, you might still wind up dead. Caught in a tornado, get smoked by your neighbor's shed. When I look ahead, when I look ahead, Billy's gummy bears. Chew 'em with your mouth.
Weather look ahead. Brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears.
Chew them with your mouth.
You chew them with your mouth, Jerry. Rafael Devers returns to Fenway Park for the first time in 432 days, a day in which he hit a homer against the New York Yankees as the San Francisco Giants come to AMB. Game 1, Friday night, 7:10 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, mostly sunny, 69 degrees. Hey-oh, 16% chance of rain, 9-mile-an-hour winds blowing in.
How much?
9.
Oh, I thought you said 60.
Game 2. Is Saturday. Say this ain't good, Jerry. 7:15 p.m. Eastern.
Motherfucker. Oh, no,
First
Steve.
pitch.
Oh.
It's rain. It's rain.
Oh, Jesus.
It's rain.
Lord.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, fuck, Steve.
It looks like it's going to rain most of the day and night. 68 degrees.
No.
69% chance of rain. 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from center, which is 52 miles an hour, less than 60. Game 3 is the series finale. You can keep this rolling.
Shit!
Sunday, it's 3:15 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. It's scattered showers, but Jared, it is 76 degrees. Wow, we get both. This is the first time we've ever had both.
Super confusing process.
It's insanely confusing, unlike finding tickets to a sports or a concert with SeatGeek. 42% chance of rain. 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing out towards the monster. Shit! Yeah! Fuck! Let's go! Oh no! Oh yeah!
Fuck! Let's go!
This sucks. This is great.
Ah,
So yeah, very nice weather for Rappy's first game back.
Shit! Hell yeah.
Hell no. Hell yeah. Yeah, that first game good. I can't say what's going to happen in 2 and 3. You're on your own.
Yeah.
Bring an umbrella.
Sounds awful.
A poncho. Luckily, we're only going to be at that first one. Hell yeah. That is your weather look ahead. As always, brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears. You chew them with your mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do. Prediction time. Tyler.
Yes. I'm
Thank
very... What?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Extremely depressed we're not going to see Tugboat during this series. I was really hoping it was going to fall on our hands because he is one of my favorite arms who come up in a while. Balled out today against the Guardians, though. Good for him. I guess his former organization as well. In this series, I definitely think we're going to get a Rafael Devers revenge series. Give me at least 2 homers from him. Yep. I think Logan Webb versus Sonny Gray, that's a tough first game, but the way Sonny Gray's just battled all year long, I'm never going to count him out. I do think between the combination of Sandoval and Bennett, you're going to drop one. Bennett, a little bit of a weird morning for him, I guess, today before the game. They had him throw off the mound at Fenway with Eli White standing at the plate. He couldn't swing, but it was essentially a live bullpen with a batter standing there, just not able to do any damage. I do think he's going to benefit from getting a little bit of a breather. So give me wins in game 1 and game 3. Devers hits a couple homers, but it's okay. Nobody's freaking out. I think the Willier month of August continues and we maybe get a multi-homer game out of him.
Wow. Steven?
Yeah, the Giants are 91 and 124 since the Rafael Devers trade. The Red Sox are 120 and 96 since that Raffy Scoops trade. The Giants have scored the fewest runs in the National League this year. They're also tied for the fewest road wins of all National League teams. The Giants just aren't that good. Give me the Red Sox winning 2 out of 3 and being 500 at home by the end of a series for the first time since April 20th, which was Marathon Monday.
Wow. What happened then, T?
Sonny Gray got hurt.
Nope.
On Marathon Monday?
Mm-hmm.
I worked my last on-air shift for the Sports Hub.
Then what happened?
Roman Anthony went out.
Yeah.
Is that what you were looking for?
No, I don't care.
Something else happened on Marathon Monday?
Mm-mm.
A 5-year anniversary of this jersey.
Yeah, the Doogie.
Okay.
Yeah, Doogie jersey. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, remember T when you had your last shift ever at the Sports Hub? Who greeted you on the other side?
Yeah, but that was like working. That wasn't like on air.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. But like that was like my regular duties. That wasn't like, oh, Tyler's playing Zolak and Bertrand.
Yeah.
I was next to Andrew Callahan and Mark Dendero. Shout him out.
Do they still check in with you at all?
Yeah. Everybody's always asking if I'm doing okay. Talked to Tim McCone a couple days ago. It's my guy. Matt McCarthy all the time as well.
I saw Matt McCarthy recently.
Sexy individual.
Mm-hmm.
Tall, sturdy, good ass.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of love for that man.
Sure.
Oh, Jay Stu as well. Could never forget my guy.
Yeah. You'd be dead if not for Jay Stu.
You wouldn't know who I was if it wasn't for Jay Stu.
I wouldn't have had, well, I would have, but he gave me your number.
That's pretty big.
I could have gotten it otherwise, but Jay Stu is your, Jay
Radio
Stu is
tribal chief.
Yeah. He was our connection. Yeah.
Love you, Jay Stu.
Love you, Jay Stu. Talk to him today.
And
Talk to
he'll
him
hear
most
that
days.
because he always gets to the end.
He does. Yeah.
He grinds.
Mm-hmm.
He will listen to the sods, and if he has to do it in parts, he does it in parts.
Believe there's a chance he'll be at Fenway on Friday.
Oh, there you go. You know when I met Jimmy for the first time?
No.
You know what year?
2009.
Nah.
13. No, it had to be EEI, right?
No, it was Sports Up. It was Felger Mass. It was 2011 or 12. Yeah.
Okay. I was in 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Good year. Cody Ross.
Yeah. 2012. Coley?
Sounds like they're going to play one fucking game this series, so it's hard. It's hard to sit here and make a prediction. I don't know what to do here. I'm going to say sweep, but that could be one game, that could be 3 games. Impossible to know.
And by your definition, I mean, like if they play one game, is that still a sweep if they win the one game?
Clean sweep.
Okay. All right. Steven?
For a prediction, 2 out of 3. I said 2 out of 3.
Right.
Still.
I did have time to think about it. We're sticking 2 out of 3.
Okay, that's big.
Jared?
I think I said 2 out of 3 for the D-backs. Yeah, I think we all did. We all had like 2 out of 3.
I had Sox.
I had a sweep.
Coley had a sweep.
Should have been.
Yeah. I'm going to go 2 out of 3. Assuming they play all 3, which it doesn't sound like they are. So, how would they do that? Because obviously they don't come back here.
They're going to find a way.
They would, I think, worst case, have a doubleheader on Sunday, which kind of blows because then you're having 2 doubleheaders in a 7-day span.
Okay. Final thought. Jared? Yeah, thank you. Justin Gonzalez's first AA home run today is very exciting. It was like right after the Mickey Gasper home run. So it was just like, oh man, a bunch of good shit's happening right now. This is fun. This is exciting. Justin Gonzalez hitting a home run in Portland. Roman Anthony hitting a home run in Portland the day before. Like it's just, good stuff happening in Portland. Shout out to the Sea Dogs. What a top of the line, high class organization. The Portland Sea Dogs. I can't wait to go back. Final thought. Coley Mick.
Yeah, I mean, I've been battling. What pisses me off? I got internet here when I moved, as one does. It's like maybe the most important thing you can set up.
Day one.
Mm-hmm.
I have a mesh system. I'm not going to get into what that is for people who don't know. Look it the fuck up. I told the guy installing it that I had this, and he hands me his fucking phone and was like, all right, yeah, just name this, what we're setting up now, the same thing as that. So my computer sits here, unbeknownst to me until right now, and is just battling, going back and forth between what he gave me and my mesh system. So I'm not fucking uploading correctly. So that's why I had to get up in the middle of you talking about the Jimmy Fund to fucking unplug it, rename it, try it again. And now it seems to be fine and dandy because they don't share the same goddamn name. These stupid fucking computers can't tell the difference. So when I say America, I've already got something named this, and you say make it the same name and password, I'm never going to listen to these people ever again. Ever again.
That's a good point.
Not once.
Well, final thought, Steven.
Hell yeah, dude. Section10merch.com for the best merch on the planet. Fear the Stash shirts, Home Run Derby shirts, Section 10 sign shirts. Apparently, by the way, the Sicko sign is coming back. I think they've started. I think we knew that, but I'm more saying that they've started the process. I didn't know it was going to be that quick a turnaround. I'm trying to find the stats here because I looked this up. Shout out to whoever asked me this because they knew that this is something that gets me going on Twitter. Somebody had asked me, what is the Red Sox record pre-Sicko sign going down and post-Sicko sign going down? Mm-hmm. The pre was 23-33, which is a 66-96 full record pace. And they have gone 45-25 since. By the way, this is not factoring the finale. This is when I did the math, whatever. So 45 and 26 cents, which is around, now I got to update, probably a 102, 103, and like 59 record pace. So the non-Sicko Sox have actually been much better this year. But yeah, go on to section10merch.com. Get yourself some good old merch. Patreon.com/section10podcast for the best bonus content on the planet. Jared, you don't know the topic yet, but I think you'll like this, and I know what you're going to reference. For our Clean 40 tomorrow, we're talking Little League, our top experiences, the best player we went up against, our favorite equipment, Little League World Series stuff. That's what's going on. So that'll be a big topic. I know what you're going to say. Auction for tickets to go to a game with the 10 boys is going on. section10.betterworld.org. Each winner of the auction can bring a +1 portion of the proceeds benefit Dana Farber, Peyton Tolley enthusiast. An extra shout out to you. I know we've already said that, but great stuff, brother. And your brother as well. Great stuff from him too. The games are August 31st, September 11th, never forget, and September 24th. And lastly, I heard from a source, I will not name who it is, that the bars have to pay more to play game audio, apparently. I did not know this.
I was thinking if they needed, because like with big fights and stuff, that's how they get around it. Like they have to charge for that. So I was thinking, like, is that part of it? But I'm glad you, Pablo Peralta over here, doing some investigative journalism.
Yeah, getting to the bottom of it. And this was the line here. Tell Rusi that I work at bleep bleep. We'll keep it anonymous. And we don't have any audio because the restaurant has to pay the town. And I assume most towns have the same rules for bars. So, yeah, there you go.
Game on.
They have the game on, but not the game audio on.
Got it.
Game audio off.
T?
Just want to give a shout out to Peyton Tolley. Players Weekend is this weekend, and he did a really cool sit down, just talking about his mom. I believe the line he has on his glove is "You're so pretty," and that was like a bit or a joke she would make to try to embarrass him in a funny way. But if you're familiar with his story and how much his mom meant to even him being drafted by the Red Sox specifically, please just go listen. And he's very emotional during the interview, but if you've lost someone like that in your life, I think it can be very healing sometimes for certain people to hear stuff like that. And I really enjoyed it. Beyond that, Trevor's story finished today. He went 2 for 4. Romy Gonzalez hit a home run while he was rehabbing or back down in AAA, trying to get rebuilt into the player he was. So good to see him kind of get it going. IKF played his first rehab game today, went 1 for 3. So that's a good sign. And lastly, Henry Godbout, back-to-back homers on back-to-back days in Portland. Recently he gotten promoted there after everything that happened with his hand injury this year. Good to see him cooking. And Martin Sheeler, who was the Red Sox 9th round pick, biggest bonus ever given to a 9th round pick, debuted down with the Ridgiacs in Salem today. Got a hit, his first one in professional baseball. Shout him out because he should be one of the biggest names we follow in the system in the coming years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel like I had.
You went Gonzalez.
Yeah, you're right.
It's pretty rude.
Yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Care, man.
That's fair. I didn't think about it that way, but that was fair.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Enjoy your off day. We'll see you back here Sunday night. Monday morning for you. We're in the dog days, brother. We're in the dog days of summer. Very exciting times. So just keep on watching the Sox. We'll keep talking about the Sox. T will keep losing weight.
40.
Coley will keep gaining internet. And I will keep racking up those miles every weekend driving to the Cape.
I'll keep eating hot dogs, apparently.
15 next week.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll see you then. Buenas noches, amigos.